All right, we are recording. Let me get the stream linked out here. All right, welcome everybody to the Myth Podcast. This is episode number 7. We are going to continue our historical retrospective series in celebration of Myth's greatest tradition, the Myth World Cup. In this episode, we are going to go over MWC 2008. I am GKG. I'm joined by my co-host Asmo, and we have a special guest, Nemesis. Nem, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Welcome.
So, Nem, you've seen a couple of our other podcast episodes, right? So you kind of know how the format is. Do a little bit of Q&A. So I'll start with the same question I start everybody with. Just tell us a little bit about your Myth origin story. What year did you start playing? How old were you? And kind of how did you get introduced to the game of Myth?
Yeah, so I was just lucky enough to be playing some demos on my old Mac, and this was just groundbreaking game for me at the time. I would have been probably 16-ish, I'd say, and it would have been like late 97 or like early 98, I guess.
So you were a demo rat then, or like right after the demo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So when the demo came out, I couldn't get TFL, I don't think, so I had to wait until Myth 2 was in stores, and I went and bought it because I was in Australia and we were a little bit behind, I think, America by a few months or so.
And how old were you around this time?
Yeah, it would have been about 16, I'd say.
So you discovered it on your own? Nobody else introduced it to
Maybe
you?
15. Yeah, I just got a demo of it. Yep.
How did people get introduced to the Myth demo back then? I really don't understand it, especially in Australia. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, it was weird. I'm not sure exactly, but I had like a disc of demos. Maybe it came with my Mac when I bought it. I don't remember. Just had like a disc of 30 games, demos of 30 games, and Myth was on there.
Okay, that might make sense. Yeah, because it was definitely a big Mac game back. I mean, it was a big Mac gaming company back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So that might make sense. Yeah, I'm guessing probably a lot of the Myth demo people at that time probably got it in a very similar way. I'm guessing as you then.
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, as far as Macs go, there wasn't like a lot of AAA games and things didn't go to Mac, so this was just like, wow.
Yeah, and you said it was kind of like a mind blowing game for you at the time.
Yeah, I couldn't put it down. I just wanted to play it every second of the day.
Yeah, I had a very similar experience too. It really just there was other games that grabbed me too. You know, as gamers can be. You know, games will grab you. But yeah, there was definitely something about this one that it grabbed you and held you for a lot longer, didn't it?
Yeah. I played a lot of single player as well, like doing like speed runs and things. But like the community was just, it was just the vibe back then, right? Like WoW communities had the same thing. That's what made those games so great. It felt like I don't know, it just felt like you had a community that loved the game and cared about the game.
Yeah, there was a bit more of a social experience to the game. Multiplayer games were kind of new back then, right? And
Yeah.
there was something about that era of multiplayer games that definitely felt more, I don't know, more authentic, had more soul to it. I don't know, it doesn't feel quite the same anymore. I don't know if it's nostalgia and bias, but that's kind of how it feels like for me anyway.
Well, just like as a little kid in the Australian countryside, like having deep and meaningfuls with friends in Europe was just like a large part of it for sure, right?
Yeah, it's a rare opportunity back then to like interact with people from all over the world and stuff. Yeah.
Because when I first started playing, I didn't care that much about competitiveness. That definitely came, later.
Right. Yeah, I think that's I think that was true for me too. Especially when you start younger, you know, sometimes you gotta like get a little bit older before that competitiveness fully kicks in. Did you stick with just single player for a while, or did you go to multiplayer pretty early on?
No, I pretty much went straight to multiplayer, but I definitely still liked playing single player occasionally just to practice and to give myself challenges and things.
Gotcha. Um, I did notice that Paris just linked the MWC '08 site, so there was an MWC '08 site, and it looks like the web archive is back up for it, so that's nice. We can
Sort
kind
of
of,
limited, but you can take a look.
oh yeah, yeah, it doesn't look great, but we can work with it. So yeah, let's switch a little bit into to the finals match that we're talking today. We're covering MWC 2008. You are on team Armageddon, and the other team, I don't know, we just all call them NC. I don't know what their official name was at the time for that year,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I want to say it was House of Tirris.
House of Tirris. Okay.
I believe so.
So what do you remember about that year's MWC?
Well, it probably blends a little bit with the previous year for me, and that so the previous year, I'd say I probably got good internet in maybe '06. I finally got good internet. It took that long in Australia to actually have internet that I felt was I could play and be good. And then in '06, '07, as far as individual awards go, I won everything. I won every 1v1 tournament, every free for all tournament, every 2v2 tournament, and I still couldn't win 7v7s because I had no teamwork, right? I just had a huge ego and I thought I should win everything. So it's like the previous year, I felt like we were the best team by so far, and we didn't win because we had no teamwork. And so in this year, Chickenwire was our captain, and it's almost impossible to have an ego. We even had people like Big Croc and stuff, Kirk, Kirk and Liger and Paris. I would say, and we all had huge egos, right? But Chickenwire just didn't let that be a thing. He was just we just played as a team. Everyone was happy to do part roles, and so I think that's why we managed to play as well as we did.
Go into the oh shit. Okay. Go into the you mentioned '06, '07, you were kind of like tearing it up, winning all the individual tournaments. I mean, I do remember one 1v1 tournament you didn't win, right? Which was against
Yeah,
Chohan.
I lost to Choline in the
Right. You
finals. I
got
should have
second
won.
though.
I should have won, but I
Should have
failed in
won.
the end.
Okay,
Yep.
that's a bold claim. I watched that match. I was around. I placed eighth in that tournament. I remember it fairly well. You were the underdog going into it for sure. I mean, Chohan was
Oh,
like
100%.
dominant. Yeah.
Everyone had him above me, but me and him were actually good friends, and we played a lot. And I would say that if we played on a neutral host, that I had maybe a slight edge against him. I felt. I'm sure he felt the same, right? But yeah, we played a lot all the time together. I mean, we were on teams together and stuff as well. And yeah,
What
he
teams
beat
were
me because I
that?
ran off my flag. I was up 40%, and I ran off my flag like an idiot.
Oh, was it a
I
close
played
series? It
on.
went down to the wire or what?
I think I was ahead at the start, and then he crushed me in the last 4 games in a row. But I
Yeah.
could have won it easily and then fell to bits. I was on BMA and BME and what's BA or whatever it was, but I got booted because I have too much ego for Chohan's brother. But it's the same thing I
Okay.
said about before, right? That team was an amazing team. They had all the best players, but they weren't really a team. They managed to win because they were better than everyone else, but they weren't really a team.
The BME team, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you mean by that? Like they didn't have really like team chemistry and like organization about them? Like what do you mean?
Oh, I just mean we would fight in the lobbies pre-game about who would get which units and things like that.
Oh, okay.
Everyone wanted to be the heavy hitter. Once you're playing, you still play as a team mostly, but yeah. Or someone had overruled the captain, they'd say go here and defend this, and they go, oh, I've got a better idea and run off. That sort of thing.
Gotcha. Interesting. I did not know this. So BME had a lot of ego, which I guess that I mean everybody kind of knew that I think, but like they really couldn't contain their egos, and there was some infighting going on. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, Chohan didn't really have that much of an ego, surprisingly. But yeah, the rest of the team, or at least when I was on it, I mean, I got booted maybe because I was the one that was making it that right. Like, I had a huge ego then, for sure. And yeah, I'm sure that didn't help.
So you were on the 04 BME team, or like right before, or right after?
I don't remember if it was 04 or 05, one of them. Or was it? Yeah, I was definitely on there. I was with them playing in 04, 05, whether I was on the 04 team or not, or if that's when I got booted. I don't remember.
Gotcha.
I think there's a good chance that he was on the 05 team. I feel like I remember that at some point because I know in 05 the BME added a lot of different players that weren't traditional BME players like Shaister, Kron, and so on. So that's probably the year 05. Yeah, Paris just confirmed he was. Oh, I guess okay. Do you, by the way, Paris is willing to hop on if we want him in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just hop in the lobby. Sounds like earlier time helps him. Yeah, hop in lobby, we'll pull him in. Nem, what were the other individual tournaments that you won in 06, 07? It's just like probably don't maybe remember them necessarily, but there
Yeah, I
was
was going to say,
was it just 1v1s, FFA 2? Like what was it?
yeah, I think I won like 3 free-for-all tournaments and like 2 1v1 tournaments, and then I lost that other 1v1 tournament in the final. And then I think I remember there was a 2v2 tournament that we won, and then a 2v2 tournament we lost in the final to Cho as well. I think that was like 6 or 7 tournaments that I won or made the finals.
Gotcha. We are joined by another special guest, Paris. Paris, can you hear us?
Well, apparently you can't hear me.
Yeah, he
We'll
might be having some
give Paris a
technical
few
issues.
minutes. Yeah.
I can't really hear any of you guys right now, but I got my phone playing the audio, so let me just work with this a little bit, and I should be good to go.
All right. Well, Paris, welcome to the podcast. It's good to have you here since you're in this finals as well. Are you gonna be able to hang out the whole match review and everything, or are you just popping in, or what are you doing?
Thank you. Ah, hopefully I could be here for the whole thing. Just have
Nice.
to wait and see.
Awesome.
Right now I got some audio trouble, so I just want to be able to hear you guys through my headphones. But once I resolve that, I should be able to be here for some time. And thanks to be here.
Yeah. Sounds like you might have delay too, since you got to listen on your phone. So we'll give you a few minutes to kind of figure that out. I'm also trying to figure out how to get the website to show up on my screen here because I'm trying to look at this MWCO8 site.
All right, I should have the headphones going.
Nem, can you say something? Make sure Paris hears you.
Hey, Paris. Good to see you, bro.
Hey, what's up, Danny boy? How you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, right on. You missed Myth World Cup, man. Where were you this year?
Bro, the games are all at like 2 a.m. and I start work at 5 a.m. I honestly wanted to play. I want to play every year still. But yeah, the times are they're not Australian friendly.
Yeah, maybe we could do like some Friday or Saturday night games next year or something.
But yeah, I would still be keen to rock up and play.
Paris, we're kind of setting the stage for MWCO8. What do you remember from that year?
I remember messaging Enigman for a little bit, and he was like, "Oh, I really want to put this team together, this and that." So he kind of reached out to everyone, and all the pieces kind of just came together. I mean, we had a bunch of people on the roster. Like, I don't think we'll really see Browning or Rocket Dive or Akira in these games, but they were there throughout the season. I mean, it was a pretty active year on whichever server we were on. It might have been the first year of Marius Net.
Who formed the Armageddon team? Like how did that team form?
I definitely recall like Enigman kind of putting together the pieces at first.
Yeah, I would have said Enigman and Paris were the two that really placed it together for me. I thought you were a huge part of that.
Yeah, but I gotta give credit where it's due, and I remember that's like his idea and his theme, and he was making like all sorts of music at the time, so his he would like bring up Armageddon and stuff in some of the songs, like
Oh, 100%. Yep.
yeah. But we had like everyone was kind of doing. We had multiple captains throughout like all the different series.
So Chickenwire was not necessarily the captain throughout the entire tournament. It just kind of like maybe it kind of coalesced to that by the end of it, or at least for the finals. Is that right?
At the end of the day, if Chickenwire said jump, we were asking him how high, you know?
Oh, A-firm.
Um, I think if he was gonna give his opinion, even if we might be bickering about something like stupid on the side, like we're all pretty much listening to C-Dub.
Because, yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. We all had such huge egos, but he was such a nice guy. You just couldn't. If he's like, I'm captaining this game, he's captaining that game. But yeah, I think he probably captained like 60% of the games through the tournament.
Yeah, even when other players are captaining, if he's saying something, people are listening and taking heed.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, this was I didn't really know Chickenwire to be a prominent captain, but sounds like when he could do the job, he was a good team leader and organizer, and he did the strategies as well when he captained, is that right?
No, he was like nice. He'd listen to everyone's opinions and then take them into account. He was just, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
not
not like
everyone
he
either.
ruled with an iron like hand or anything. Like he would take our advice. That's why we all listened to him so well.
Yeah, it was just super cool that he was there and like Kirk was there. Um, and both of them were able, like their egos were able to get along well. You know, like I mean, you're recalling that CW didn't have much of an ego, but I know that he always wanted to play really well, and he always put up plenty of great games. You know.
Oh, 100%.
But he was like the strategist too, right? When at least for the games that he captained, did he have a process at all, or he just kind of showed up when he captained? He just kind of like handed things out and gave you guys instructions. Then
Well, we'd probably have like a strat session or two before the match, you know, like during the week or something, or maybe in some rabble games during the week against NC or the flatline teams or whoever, you know. Uh, but you know, I feel like if he saw something wrong with the strategy, he'd be probably one of the first players to feel confident in like correcting those errors.
gotcha. And how would you guys describe like? Was there kind of roles on the team or not so much really? Like, was there designated throwers, for example, or any other kind of roles like that for players? How would you guys describe that for the team?
Yeah, I would say less this year than any other year I played. Like if someone's like, I want to trial this map, we just give them the trial. It honestly just felt like this was the first time we had a team that had trust.
Yeah, it was like no matter what someone wanted to do or was told that they had to do it, like you kind of just trusted that player to take
Yeah.
care of business, and it all came together.
And then when you say we, are you referring to Paris or other team
No, I
members
mean
on
like
that
the whole
team?
team. Like, yeah,
Okay.
like sometimes if whoever called it first, like if I'm like, I want to try out this game, everyone's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, everyone like it wasn't like one or two players would always have a great game. It was like any game could be any one of our players' like big game, you know. Um, just really well balanced strategies to kind of give everyone some leverage on the field.
Because yeah, like on any other team I ever played for, I felt like if I took like 5% of the units, my team's gonna lose. Like that's how I felt. Whereas on this team, I'm like, I could take one goal, my team's still gonna win. Doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, and I remember like we were humbled early on in the year in the QRs, and I think we lost to GKG's Dark Horses team, and I think we like ended up tying in scoring with NC or something. So there was just it was like that was the one hurdle we had to get over, and then I think we cruised over them in the top bracket finals.
Yeah, I think those losses were really good for us though, right? Because we were still settling in as a team. It's not like we all played together outside of this. Like
Yeah.
this was pretty new. It's all coming together.
I feel like that's pretty common too with these more rabble powerhouse teams. It takes a few weeks to level up and get the chemistry to really hit the ground running.
Yeah, it's good to know the limits early so you can just be ready to take care of business, you know.
Did you guys say Gekko was on the team roster too, or
Definitely.
Yeah,
did he not show up in the finals? I'm not seeing him yet.
I don't think he is in the finals. I think he might have showed, and he's such a nice guy. He just sat the whole event.
Oh yeah, that was what, I was watching the 2007 cast and that whole time Cave is in the lobby just sitting outside of every game. And I don't think he plays a single game, but just a super humble player, man. Props to Cave.
But
Props to
Gekko
Gekko as
definitely
well.
played some important games for us through to the finals.
We actually received some insider info on that Paris, which was, I think, from Gekko. Correct me if I'm wrong, Asmo, if you remember this. Apparently, Cave was upset, and that's why he was sitting in the lobby. So,
Yeah, that's what I heard. So it's like the MP slash TCOX team, right? And according to the info we got, is that there are more MP players playing than Thundercox guys, and so he's sort of upset about that. I mean, the team was named Thundercox, and
What?
so apparently, according to someone, that's what happened. But I don't know the official truth behind it.
I
Yeah,
mean, I don't think that's really what it was, but I think he kept trying to join the game as the game would end, and he wouldn't like say much on TeamSpeak, you know. So he kind of just every time he would go to join, the game was already full, so he just never ended up playing, and that's kind of what really soured him. I don't think it was really the NPT cock stuff, but
Gotcha.
when you look at when he's creating Thundercox with Storm Rider, um, that like their origin starts with them playing order matches against Northern Paladins. So there was always a little bit of competitive beef between those two squads.
yeah, I was kind of surprised to hear that about Cave too. So, what you say kind of makes sense to me. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's the truth is somewhere in between. Who knows? We'll never know.
Hmm.
Um, but like, I always knew Cave as like a pretty chill dude too. So I can't imagine he was like that riled up about it, right? So.
Yeah. Whereas, would you want to sit there for like 9 games and not be able to join any with the team that you made? You know, like that might be like, well, pushing buttons, you know?
Not that I knew him well, so I could be totally wrong, but in any case, doesn't matter. As far as 2008, were you guys like you guys have a lot of shit talkers on Armageddon, like a lot of egos, lot of shit talkers. Was there a lot of shit talking going on that MWC or not so much?
Oh man, I remember being like 17 years old and Liger would call my house and he'd be shit talking about everybody in the fucking lobby.
Yeah, that sounds like Liger for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we got
but
lots
yeah,
of egos. You'll see it in like the game chat too. We're pumped up, we're fired up, we're saying all sorts of stuff.
Was there a lot of
but it
flaming
just
going on though, like especially leading up to the
no,
finals with the against the opposing finalist team, or no?
it kind of felt different. Like we all had egos still, but it was more like joking sort of egos.
Yeah, like who
We
are we
still had
gonna
that
attack?
faith.
Ska and Dantski? Like no.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm sure we do, but yeah.
I think we had like ego between our own teammates, whereas we kind of all knew that we'd be able to get the job done. And we kind of had to test ourselves to really, you know, make all that happen. It was more of a battle with ourselves rather than the other team. I felt, at least ego wise.
Paris, before I forget, since you kind of hopped in here, we're counting you as like a official guest now for the episode. So I want to ask you the same question I asked Nem at the start. What is kind of your Myth origin story? What year did you start playing? How old were you? How did you get introduced to the game of Myth?
So I started playing around 1999 at a friend's house because his older brother had the game. And we played it a few times when I was able to go and hang out at his house. Um, I know it's 99 because he had TFL and Soulblighter at the time. Um, and then I kind of found out of my cousin's involvement with the game and with Bungie. So at that point, I was hooked. But Halo came out, so that took plenty of my attention away. Um, I had Bungie.net, but it was a little bit later. It was probably by 2000, 2001, whenever Total Codex comes out. Um, but so then I abandoned Myth for a little bit, and I came back right around 2004, started playing a little bit again. Played in some of my first order matches now that I wasn't like 9 years old anymore. um, and yeah, just had a lot of fun with the game. I think the first event I played in was Igmo's Op 2005.
Gotcha. And how old were you again in '99 when you started?
8.
Holy shit, dude! I knew you were young on the younger side. That's why I wanted to know. But like, damn, I didn't know it was that young. Damn.
Yeah, I'm in like first or second grade, just kind of hanging out at a friend's house, and
And
his older brother had the game. His older brother was already like in high school or whatever. So, but he was working all the time, so we were able to play that and a whole bunch of like backyard baseball and stuff. Um, but I think I remember like the on the Total Codex, it even had like the BMF civil films and stuff. So I was watching all these games, and then like once I connected the dots later, I was hooked on Myth. I was like, yo, this is the game.
That is that is so crazy. I can't imagine it. I mean, you must hold like you got to be one of the youngest in the history of the game to start playing this. Like, it's first of all, it's like a mature rated game, right? Like, did anybody
Oh yeah.
lock the blood and gore for you at that age, or like no, like you're
I,
playing it the
I
whole
don't
way?
think it yeah, I don't think it was locked, but I must have been like around 4 or 5 playing like Doom and Wolfenstein 3D
Oh
and a few
my
other games.
God. You were playing even more hardcore violent stuff even younger than that? That's crazy, dude. Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
there
more
was like a
worried.
cartoon side to it though, like it was just like kind of animated violence and then
I'm
actually,
more
you
worried
know
about
what?
the comments from all the uni students hacking on the little 8-year-old.
what?
I actually
All of the fucking chat and shit would be brutal.
Oh yeah, like I couldn't make out most of the words even though people are probably speaking English and stuff, but people are just talking some shit that I'm not understanding. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't always connect with the lobby, but I would join in a game and have like probably 500 ms ping on some dial-up connection.
Yep, I remember those days.
Actually, I forgot that. Actually, I think I was playing Doom like at a very young age myself. Maybe only like around that age too. So yeah, I forgot that I did that too. Probably was way too. That shit gave me nightmares for a while. I was too young for me to be playing that shit. But
Oh
uh,
yeah. I had a myth nightmare and that's what brought me back to the game. I was probably
nice.
like 14 and I was like, all right, like I just dreamed about myth. I'm going to give it another try and like explored a whole little myth ecosystem, so to speak.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wasn't sure how Myth would appeal to a kid that young, because I don't know. It's almost like, well, I guess kids that young start playing chess, and that's even more kind of dry and kind of pure, like quote unquote purely intellectual or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I was playing plenty of like Chessmaster 3000 and stuff.
Okay, interesting.
Um, but I feel like at the time, like the graphics were like next level, where it even kind of looked better than when they had the 3D version come out, you know? I just was never really impressed with the way the Wolf Age looked and always kind of thought those sprites were a little bit better. So there's
Yeah,
like a
agreed.
retro aspect
I
to
think
it,
I
you
think
know?
all the Myth 2 folks agree with that. I mean, unless you
Yeah,
started with Myth 3, maybe the Myth 3 folks were more okay with it. But yeah, if you started with Myth 1 and 2, it's always felt odd the way they did the 3D models from Myth 3. Yeah.
yeah. It feels crazy to say now, but like in '98, these graphics felt amazing.
Well, you got to remember, like they were a lot worse than what we're even looking at today. They've
No, that's
improved
true. That's true.
significantly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's like the old game used to be claustrophobic compared to like what we actually play now.
Another question for both of you. I think this is another good question I'd like to ask everybody. How do you describe yourself as a Myth player? Both, I mean, you guys kind of touched on it a little bit, but both like personality wise, competitively wise, like what's your style of play? How do you describe yourself as a Myth player, basically? We'll start with Nem first.
Yeah, I mean, you played for so long, right? I played over a decade, so it definitely changed over the course of it. Like when I first started, I was just there for the fun, and then I got hyper competitive and only cared about winning. And then it changed back to definitely just like 'cause I always thought I was a great captain, even though every single person told me I wasn't. So you definitely
I
have that
was
ego,
I,
right?
I was probably one of those people, but
Oh,
we'll leave
100%. Everyone was.
that.
I mean, most of my because every tournament used to get like people rating you before the tournament, right? And I'd get 4 or 5 balls and told not to captain. This guy's good. Just don't let him captain. Like, yep.
Yeah.
You kind of, don't take this the wrong way. You kind of remind me of like Ducky. Like you wanted to do very unconventional strategies, I would just say, right? I mean, is that
I
fair to
think a lot
say?
of, especially in my early career, 100%. But I think a lot of that came from the fact I was playing on like 600, 700 ping. If I play the same strategies, then I'm going to lose. So I had to come up with strategies like to try and confuse and trick people. Like that's how I won. So yeah, I
Okay,
think
that's interesting.
I still kept that even when I got good internet, which was probably a terrible thing. But because I'd already played for like 6 or 7 years on terrible internet, that it was sort of ingrained in me.
And then what do you define as your competitive years?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say when I got good internet, so like '05 to '08, I definitely cared and tried. That's when I like really wanted to be the best or practiced and yep.
So
But before that, it was mostly fun.
this MWC finals we're about to look at then is kind of the last hurrah of your competitive era, essentially.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I played in '09. And then '10, I traveled the world for 2 years backpacking, so I didn't play. So I'm not sure how much I played in actual '09 or not.
Gotcha. Paris, I'll repeat it for you. Like, how do you describe yourself, both personality wise and competitively as a player? What's your style of play?
Uh, I'd say I'm a player who's kind of up for anything. Would do my best to play any role, and when I'm paying attention to the game, I can do some great things, and when I'm distracted, I can create some great opportunities for the other players in our community. Um, I don't know. I try to think of like competitive years, but I feel like every year was kind of competitive for me. And I've probably played for like maybe 20 consecutive years online with the community now. So
So you and when you started playing, did you start with did you stick to just single player for a little while before doing multiplayer, or did you go straight into multiplayer pretty quick?
started lots of single player, but I remember if I didn't have the right internet connection, I would just go and sit on a multiplayer map with just myself in a net game and just go and blow up all the troops and stuff, you know. Um, So I remember doing plenty of that. I remember playing quite a few games of like World War II units on Drowned Empire. I was always trying to join that when I was like 9 or 10. And then once I got involved with Playmyth, it was like I played some games with the Elfoid, the Forgotten Shadows, and joined that Swedish Meatballs team in 2005.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about that because wasn't it you that got me onto the Swedish Meatballs team? I seem to recall that. I thought it was you, but maybe it was
Yeah,
Tiger. Was it you or Tiger? I don't know if Tiger had anything to do with it too, but
it was probably me because I remember you came back, but I'm not sure if the server was down or what. But like there was like some inactivity for a second, but you were hosting like a few 1 versus 1 tournaments that like just people weren't touching. And then you disappeared for a little bit, like back to work, you know.
yeah, I wasn't like super available back then. I hosted two 1v1 tournaments. One was melee only, which I think that was the one that a lot of people didn't want to touch because that
Oh, I
was
played that, I think. Did I play that?
did you
It was
know?
their loss.
I think
Yeah,
I
we
might have
both.
played that.
Yeah. So what I recall is GKG wins both of them, and then I got second place in one of them, and Nemesis got
I,
second place in the
I was
other
going to say, I'm
one.
pretty sure I got second place. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, shit. That's a coincidence. That all right. Yeah, cool. That you both are here at the same time talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually remember the other one. I definitely remember Paris you getting second in the melee. If Nem played in the melee, I would have thought he would have been. Did you? You probably. I don't know if you played in the melee or not, Nem, but.
He must
Maybe
have.
I don't remember. I thought I played it, and I thought I was in the finals of that one, but maybe not.
No, it was definitely Paris on the melee one for sure. I remember that, but
Well, then maybe I didn't play the melee one. I don't
yeah,
remember.
probably not.
When
Yeah,
was
that
this? Like, this would have been like 2015 or something?
no 2005.
2005.
Way long
Oh,
ago. Yeah.
damn. No wonder my memory's not good.
Yeah, when you were Whore and Comet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very cool. Let's go ahead and jump into these games. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm actually super excited. I haven't watched these since like '09. So
Yeah, let's check it out.
Asmo, you're being super quiet over there. Are you still here, or what's going on?
Oh, I'm here. I'm just letting guys talk.
Okay. I'm just gonna skim through the PT a little bit, so we still got another couple minutes here. I'll pause at 0 game time, and then we'll all start it together.
Do you have it pulled up, by the way, Paris?
Oh yeah, Paris. Do you need the films or anything?
I got the films.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Okay, this is an interesting. We were just talking about this the other day. Like one of the few good allies maps is Great Divide, the 4-team variant, with the Tro. So this is interesting.
I love the chat. Me asking Paris what I'm doing, and he's like, "Yeah, I guess." So I assume we didn't have much strategy here because I had to ask my captain what I was doing during the PT.
So we got Armageddon on the 2 East teams, and NC on the 2 West teams. Yeah, Tro can't do much here. I feel, it's not as overpowered as it seems because you have to trade for pretty heavy archers on this. There's just not enough points to do anything else with them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although if you can cross over and have 2 Trow together, I think you can do pretty good.
It's risky. It feels like it almost needs to be more of a defensive unit. You can take offensive trades because you got the heals, but that's like a pretty risky move. The archers can freeze you, and then you're like just massively down.
Yeah, you kind of have to. I think the wise play on this. I'm paused at. I'm gonna pause at 0 seconds here. I think the wise play on this is to be super conservative with the Tro health and then make your big play with the Tro at the end, because by then hopefully less archers are on the map, right? So the Tro should be more effective. But it feels like it's kind of an archer battle BC fight for a little while. This is assassin. How many statues? Oh, each team only gets 1 statue. So this is kind of like it's kind of like CTF, but with the flag has a health bar on it, kind of thing, right? Because
Exactly.
yeah,
Yep.
interesting.
It is a moderate health bar though. It doesn't die too easy.
Right. All the teams seem like they get pretty similar trades. Three or four dwarfs for every team. That's like the only major. Oh, there is some pus. Does everybody get pus?
I've not seen any pus. I don't think
Northeast.
I don't think-
Armageddon gets no
interesting.
pus. Armageddon gets no pus. There is no pus. No. There is.
No,
Northwest has pus.
There is.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so weird. Why did the teams get goals but no pus? I'm confused. There's a J-Man. Oh, they want to conserve the heals for the Tro.
You probably have to get goals. I assume there's not enough units to spend them on.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although they didn't get very many, it looks like they definitely didn't max them. They wanted to. They wanted to not. The only thing I can think of is they did not want to spend even a single root for pus, which I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm trying to think through it. I mean, I can sort of see it because you can't plus a trial, you can't plus Stygian Knights. Like the only thing you can really plus
Deeks
here
get
is
pus pretty
Archer.
good, to be honest.
For damage, yeah.
If
They
they
don't
group.
freeze, but they
They don't
yeah,
freeze, but
right.
it takes like half their health.
Right.
I think if you're gonna get pus, I think you almost do like a satchel bomb here, right? From the doors or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pus is not like the most effective on this for sure. I don't know. I'd probably still get one pus, but it's kind of small potatoes, I guess, right? So yeah, interesting. For the most part, the trades are very similar. Just one team got a little bit of pus. No, they got 4 pus. So we'll see. We'll have to see what they're able to do with that pus.
I guess first trial pus can be pretty terrible. Like you're just gonna get kicked a lot of the time.
Right. I do see Karma troing for Dantski's team. I remember him troing. I think he was the primary trower basically for the NC team, probably the whole tournament if I recall. And then you have also a Dren troing Northwest. Then you have Kirk and Zer. I like those two choices a lot. Yeah, those are probably the 2 players I would choose for Tro too. Although, again, as we discussed, the Trower, you could definitely put not your best Trowers on Tro on this, I feel, because they have to play super conservatively for almost the entire game. So
100%, yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a grilling grounds feel to it.
Yeah, grilling grounds light. Exactly. Although there is more room to maneuver, at least on this, compared to grilling grounds light. So there is some more maneuverability. All right, you guys ready to get this thing started?
Yeah, I actually had it on 1/16 speed, so I'm up to 1325. So let me know when you get there, and I'll restart it.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm starting now. 3, 2, 1.
Game on.
Oh man. Let me catch up.
So what do you guys think? Do you stay on your side, or do you try to set up a double pinch with the Tro? What do you think?
Oh, it looks like Paris's advice was to run through the middle. I think we're going to attack Northwest from what Paris was saying in the PT.
Yeah, we're gonna send the Tro through. I think we consider sending more units. I don't know if we actually do it or not.
I think the
13,
archers
22,
and dwarf are going
21.
through.
Should have just did land whites.
Looks like both teams' trials are headed north side. Interesting, from the south.
Yep.
Both doing the same thing.
Yep, block party in the north.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure if I'm really not sure. To me, this all comes down to the archer fighting, and I don't know if the Tro can really do a whole lot until the archer fighting is done. But I feel like if you were to try and double up on the Tro, that you're gonna try to be more aggressive with your Tro too early and just take a bunch of fucking Tro damage. You know, that's the risk, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like the Trow shouldn't do anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if they carry either. A little bit of bad play and the Trow can
yeah,
really destroy.
If the archers are not covering something, definitely the Tro are going to start doing damage for sure.
Also, something interesting is the 4-player team for Armageddon South, and then the 4-player team for NC's North, so it's reversed.
And I do like we're rushing the team of 4. Makes sense.
Also, I forgot to mention, I think actually the double tro is a good idea because remember, you got to be real careful of like the suicide dive onto the opponent's statue. Like you could pick off a whole team real quick, you know. Even if you take heavy damage, that'd be worth it to pick off a team early, right? So.
Oh, for sure.
Both teams playing smart. Paris's team kind of going on the offensive, it feels like, in the south. That's where none of the tro are at.
After he explicitly told me to stay on D. Good to see that I'm listening.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that is you out front. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, well, it could matter if the tro came back down south to your guys' direction, but you'd have some heads up at least if that happened, right? So.
Yeah, it's just a very slow-paced map, honestly.
Yeah, it's one of those maps where you really don't want to do anything.
I do think this map favors Armageddon, personally, just because I think all the tro maps are going to favor Armageddon. I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but when I look at these rosters, I'm really thinking like Armageddon's the more tro and dark focused team, comparatively speaking. But
yeah, I think Armageddon, just like they got Xur and Kirk, right? Which
right.
Are the top 5, whatever, 10 towers like undisputedly, and the only one I see on NC would be Ghengis, but at this point it doesn't look like Ghengis is even drowned, so.
Yeah, well, you got to remember Ghengis in 08. He's still pretty newish, I think. I can't remember exactly what year he came from Myth 3 to Myth 2, but it must have been not too much earlier than this, I don't think. So he's not quite the fully fledged Ghengis that we all know. He hasn't fully formed yet in 2008, I don't think.
Well,
I still remember him being very good.
Oh yeah, he's probably still like 4 balls, but I don't know like if he was known as a top trower yet at this point.
Yeah,
well, the tro aren't too strong here anyway.
Because, yeah, there must have been another Melee tournament around 08. Because I think I remember playing Ghengis in the finals of a Melee-only tournament.
There was one much later, Nemesis, I think it was like 2020, and yeah, you might actually have made the finals against Ghengis that year.
Yeah, okay.
That's the COVID year, so you probably were playing it a little bit.
Yeah, maybe I did play then.
These archer formations are not the greatest, personally. They're a little clumped up, I feel, but
I really like to clump up my archers. I don't remember why, but it was my favorite thing to do.
you're kind of chilling on a hill in the south now because you're kind of holding off a superior force.
I got told to defend, all right?
Well, you're also facing a superior force, so you kind of have to, yeah.
Looks like Paris is trying to cross over north, possibly in the south side.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
That seems so aggressive.
Yeah, I agree. That seems very aggressive.
Like, yeah, I'm on a hill, but come on, man.
Also, going up through that middle choke, like, it's not a great. We'll see what happens.
Well, Enigman's gonna drop.
Okay, so there's a pus. Pus goes down in the north. Yeah, hits a few archers. That's pretty effective, I would say.
Oh, looks like they're chasing Paris at least.
I'm surprised none of the tro defended that.
I don't know why they're following Paris in the south. I feel like they could have crushed me. Because they're flanking me from both sides. And then
yeah, I agree. They should pinch the hell out of you right now.
Oh, they are. They're coming back. I'm so dead.
Also, they're not defending Paris coming up that hill from the high ground. That's crazy to me. SB factor, is that Limp? SB factor?
No, that's Soulblighter.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, he's just like letting you up the hill there, Paris.
What am I doing? I'm so dead.
Liger
I wonder what we're saying on voice chat.
Oh, you guys are on voice chat already. That's a pretty early use of voice chat.
Yeah. I definitely recall using it like those first few years I was in Myth World Cup.
Enigman drops. Interesting. Okay, this push in the north, I think, is starting to go pretty good for Armageddon. I mean, they're gaining ground.
The south is looking
That's
pretty
true.
disastrous.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost feel like whoever gets the first statue kill is just going to completely change the game because the other team's going to disappear because of it.
I think Enigman dropped, and he had the other force that is near Nemesis. So now Nem has all the units on D now, no help. So it's a 2v1. Yeah, Nem's you're not gonna be able to hold that probably.
There's no way.
So your north definitely needs to push harder to try and eliminate that team quick. So this is gonna be close. This is going down to the wire here. Adren's taken the most tro damage so far. Armageddon conserving tro health pretty good. Karma's conserving pretty good.
I've got 50% of my team's units on D. Good.
Yeah, and you're about to get 2v1'd with Dantski and Ghengis. Yeah, that's gonna suck. I really want to see that north side of Armageddon pushing hard. Well, both sides need to push hard, their respective sides. Ooh, the thing is, Dantski can start hitting that statue. He's almost in range with the archers. I mean, if archers get in that range of that statue, it's like GG.
Yeah,
there's no way we hold this.
North.
Really want to see, like, if I was Dantski, I would just start hitting that statue, like, basically right now. Because it's a standing target. It can't move.
His digs are separated from his archers getting rushed.
Oh, yeah. Why did he do that? That's weird. Yeah.
Maybe he's just like, I don't know.
He was trying to flank around. He's getting too fancy. Nem counters it quite nicely, I would say. Using his... Yeah, Nem, you're having a great hold right there.
I mean, that dud was ridiculous, though.
Nem's having a phenomenal hold here. Wow. 2v1, and he's doing work.
5 minutes remaining.
I mean, even if he loses the statue here, he should be giving his team enough time north.
Yeah, he's giving his team tons of time. Like, Dantski blundered there by flanking those stakes around. He should have never done that.
He took out Ghengis too, almost.
Almost, yeah.
He's gonna die here in a little bit, but we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
Zer and I should just be pushing.
Yeah, Armageddon's north not pushing hard enough, I would say. Like, as soon as archers get in range of that statue, I would just be shooting it the whole time. Because, like, at that point...
It has more hit points than you think, I think.
Yeah, but it doesn't, like, give it a minute, like, you'll whittle it down, you know?
Some big tro fights in the north.
Adren's trow's down.
I've just got
But
3 wolves left.
Karma has a full health tro almost, and Armageddon's 2 tro are half, but there's tons of heals on the map too. So actually Adren losing that tro, kind of significant because he didn't use his heals probably very well. Nem's still holding. I can't believe these archers are wasting time shooting at the dwarfs. They should just hit the statue.
They were just shooting the statue. You can see
okay.
it now.
Yeah.
Team eliminated.
Okay, there. Armageddon gets the elimination. Nice. Yeah, Nem does. You do like everything you possibly could. I mean, you gave your team as much time as possible. So getting the first kill is huge here, though. Getting the first kill is huge. Oh, Kirk loses his tro, but Dantski's gonna lose his for sure. It's trapped, or Karma rather. All he can do is get what damage he can.
But there's no way that Dantski's crossing the map in 3 minutes, I don't think.
Yeah, probably not.
He might.
Oh, there's only 2 stakes on D, though. Oh, there's a dwarf. There's a dwarf up there. All those archers need to get on D now. Just got to hold.
100%. What are they doing? Don't worry about killing that. Get on D.
You guys will be fine. You got it, I think.
Yeah, I think they'll get there in time.
Yeah, that dwarf northeast is going to be able to hold the choke, so it's out from the high ground. That'll be nice. Well, he should get to the choke though. He's kind of running the other side. Wrong choke. Yeah, and they're not scouting. Liger should be scouting with his stigs. He's not. He's not scouting.
He should. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they typed that in chat actually. Chickenwire said Liger scout.
Yep.
So they're probably just barely seeing them, like, or just about now coming through mid. That's my guess.
I don't think Liger's gonna be able to hold that choke anymore, unfortunately.
But we should get there at the same time. Should still be fine.
Probably still
Maybe.
fine. Probably still fine. Yeah. It's
I think it'll take too long.
Why? Why is his dwarf there?
yeah. He's not now. He's moving the dwarf back. I think. Yeah.
He's moving it away.
He's coming back now on my screen. What time are you at?
Oh, okay. I'm at 140.
Yeah, you're a little bit behind me. I'm at 129, 28.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, Dantski's team has to do a suicide kind of dive onto this statue, really. That's their only chance. Again, Ghengis should be shooting at the statue. He's almost in range of it. Just start getting in range of it and start shooting. 1 minute.
Everything on the statue here, even if you die, like, you have a chance.
1 minute remaining.
I see this all the time on this map. People are not aggressive enough with the archers on the statue, I feel. Like, because those archers can just dodge, and yeah, they'll die eventually, but the statue's going to take so much damage by the time the archers go down. If you can just get that statue, like, orangish, then the melee can mop it up. Oh, get some damage on there. It's going to be close.
Gonna get the kill.
It's going to, yeah, they might get it.
30 seconds.
Again, that dwarf should have shot this. Okay, he got the bounce there.
Team
Oh, they get it. Nice. Wow,
I feel like we're
close.
in an unlosable position and still
Yeah, I think Liger's dwarf not being in the correct position was pretty huge. Yeah.
Well, we just spent like 30, 40 seconds killing that trio that we didn't have to do either.
That too, you're right. Like, at least one of the archer squads could have gone back. You didn't need both of them to finish. And they should have been closing the distance with that trow too. They're kind of like sitting there shooting at max range almost. Wow. Really, I thought that was a pretty enjoyable film to watch though. A lot going on there. It was well played by both teams, I would say.
Yeah. On a great map. I mean, it's one of the best allies games that you could see, you know?
I like the aggression from both teams there. That was good.
Oh, it was 3v3. One person has to watch, so we were way off. Enigman and Scar didn't play that game.
Oh, Enigman dropped out.
Yeah. Yeah, Nem, you had a really good game there because like you just held off a 2v1 quite impressively. I mean, they kind of fumbled it too, but you took advantage of it. That was nice. Ghengis had a big game, looks like. I'm not... Par, were you arching that game, or what were you even doing?
Yeah, I had archers, the Aegeans, a dwarf.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I should have been more aggressive with those units, I think. I think Enigman dropping kind of threw things a little bit off, but it just gave Nemesis more firepower, you know?
Yeah, that was a good one. It's a good one so far. All right, let's move on to the next one. Game 2, Terry's Kier Kadarn. I like this pick too. Man, the picks, I gotta tell you, the picks in these years are just so much better than the really early NWCs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So I usually get max souls on this because the soul hills are just so dominant. Both teams do end up getting almost max. Not quite max. Usually you get max spids too. It looks, yeah, these are both pretty conventional trades. Armageddon looks like it's a little light on Stigs maybe, but not too big of a difference, I think.
Yep. Me and chat. I can't make sudden death unless I just don't go to work. Well, I guess I just don't go to work.
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure this started at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the morning for me. This one.
Right. But
I was like, I have to be done so I can go to work. Nah.
The soul squads on this are actually a lot more important than they are on a lot of other maps. So Nem, we got you and Pear both souling with Liger, and then Zur, Kirk, and Chickenwire on fetch. You got Migraine on dedicated spider pack. That's also kind of an important role because if you're not careful defending that spider pack on those hills, they can clean up the souls pretty good. Hot Gatling gun is Ku, I believe, on NC. Drizzt drdn, level 15. Does anybody know who that is? That's Shy?
Game on.
I think Hot
I
got
think
like
that's
a
Ku.
Shy. Yeah, then Drizzt's Q. What Paris is
Oh,
saying.
Drizzt is Ku. Hot Gatling gun is Shy. I got it backwards.
Yeah.
Gotcha. LB Factor is Soulblighter, is that right?
Nope, that's Limp.
Oh, that is Limp. SB Factor was Soulblighter. Okay, gotcha. They had similar names. All right. I'm at 11:56. If you guys can get there.
All right.
And
I'm
pause it.
11:56 too. Yep.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Starting. I mean, I don't see anything majorly wrong with this. The trades and the distributions seem pretty solid to me. Oh, NC does opt for 2 fetchers instead of 3. Slight difference there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I
Flag
prefer Armageddon
captured.
split just slightly. I mean,
I agree.
Flag
Yeah, I
captured.
think I would opt for
Short
3.
step so much percent. And
Flag
everyone
captured.
on Armageddon is pretty evenly
Flag
split.
captured.
All right. Oh, interesting that Migraine is captaining this. Was he just like the designated guy to hand out the units? Probably. I'm assuming he didn't come up with the strategy necessarily.
No, I think most of our captains, it was pretty much like that.
Yeah, like, I don't know, everyone else has at least 12%. So what'd you say he was using, the spiders?
Migraine, yeah, dedicated spider pack. That is a good role for the captain to
Flag
have.
captured.
He's just keeping
Flag
an eye
contested.
out. I mean, we had enough trust on the team where it was like, if the
Flag
captain's controlling
captured.
the units, that's probably
Flag
not
contested.
necessarily a bad thing.
Flag
We do
lost.
have 2 whites for NC that they're
Flag
going to try and
captured.
sink.
Flag
No
captured.
whites for Armageddon.
Flag contested.
Ku being aggressive with
Flag
spiders kind of in the
contested.
north.
Flag lost.
Armageddon's fetch takes the mid-hill.
Flag captured.
Oh, the spider pack pushing the south hill for Armageddon.
I heard a white go off. I'm not sure what it did though. No, it went in the north.
Yeah, Paris did a really good move there. If you see, he took their soul hill, spider packs, and now they have that height advantage on their side.
Oh yeah, looks like Migraine split off the spider pack with Paris a little bit. Yep, that's good. That's big. Those soul clips are really important. Spiders got cleaned up a little bit there. NC getting kind of boxed in, bottled up here a little bit. The Armageddon souls on the southwest side of the lines, kind of putting a lot of pressure on them. Oh, they're starting to get the Stigs out there though to defend them. No fetch have died yet.
Flag captured. Flag.
Armageddon's up 9% though. Oh, that's Liger Spider. He got a little pick off there. Now one fetch is down. Yeah, I really like Armageddon's BC abilities here. They're a very strong BC team.
Well, we just gotta... As long as we were able to secure mid early here, we're kind of be able to propel ourselves into this position. Like, if NC had just played for mid a little bit harder, it could have been a totally different game.
NC's white is getting into the south position, so we'll see if that's able to do any work. I'm not sure if Armageddon sees it.
I mean, Armageddon looks like they're about to get flagged.
It's going to be hard to pull off a flag on this, but yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, you guys do have at least like 6 goal, I think it is, when you're at one flag. Decent defense.
Which I like, you know, you got enough thrall there that a spider pack's not going to want to screw with it, right? Zer really trying to reflect the... Yeah, everybody kind of trying to reflect the lightning shots in as much as possible. This is the most, like, chain lightning effect that you can get in mid 2 is basically this right here.
Looks like Ku with his spider pack behind mid is possibly rushing Liger souls. They look pretty isolated.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get him too. That's too many spiders for Liger souls to pick off. That's a smart play by Ku. I like that. He should have spread those spiders a little bit more, but
Flag lost.
he's still gonna get those souls, I think.
Should even up 50% if he cleans it up.
Yeah, Liger gets picked off pretty cleanly there. That's a big pickup there. Smart play by Ku. Yep, percentages are even now. Pretty even.
Flag lost.
Yeah, Liger just got kind of isolated there. He could never get his souls back out because the Stigs kind of trapped him.
Yeah, and I'd kind of fed the spiders earlier with very little return. I mean, he fed a few of his own spiders. But, I mean, where's Migraine spider pack right now? Oh, up in the north?
5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, he's got it split up on their side of the map and on your side of the map in the north.
Yeah, Liger just a little bit out of it. If he had done a lot of that white would have happened.
Chickenwire makes a really smart play, fishing for that white with the fetch.
Migraine told us it was there. He told us there's none north and there is one south.
Gotcha. That's good scouting by Migraine. Armageddon's up a fetch. Starting to get close to the time where you'd start worrying about flags a little bit more.
Yeah.
Flag lost.
NC is kind of low on... Well, Liger did lose his souls too, but I feels like Armageddon has more souls.
Flag captured.
I guess it's actually pretty even.
I'm not really doing anything with mine though. I'm just walking around.
Flag contested. Flag lost.
NC running low on heals. Only 6 heals for them left. Armageddon has 12 heals left, so that's a pretty significant heal disparity.
Flag contested. Flag lost.
Armageddon, I think, really does need to start spreading out at a certain point. I don't think you can just stay middle the entire game. Although they're fine on flags so far, obviously. I mean, both teams honestly need to spread out. But you do see NC starting to split up their fetch to the north. Okay, Nem, I like your move there. You're starting to take the cliff high ground there. I like that.
I'm still just not doing anything. I need to do something. There's 2 minutes left.
Flag contested.
Yeah, another slow grind game.
NC's fetch might be in trouble here, though.
Nem's in a commanding position. Nem just picks off a fetch. 2 fetch. Those fetch almost don't even, like, they're acting like they don't even see him.
It's like they didn't know I was there,
Yeah.
Now their spiders come.
Yeah, those spiders are going to be a little... Those spiders are going to be tough to deal with.
Yeah, I think you got to give Hill there. And
Yeah, you might be able to get to the water. Yep.
Well, Kirk's coming to support, which is good.
I think Nem's okay. He might lose 1 or 2, but he should be fine.
I mean, at this point of the game, I'm happy for spiders to be distracted by me, to be honest.
Right. At least you're helping to put some pressure on their team. So that's nice. And now the fetch are coming to back you up. Yeah, Armageddon looking like they're in a commanding lead at this point with 1 minute to go almost.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag captured.
Yeah, this one should be a wrap as long as they don't overextend anywhere. Armageddon.
1 minute.
Yeah, they broke through the middle. They're in the backfield now. They're kind of cleaning up.
They're kind of leaving a few flags undefended there.
Flag
Yeah, but they are too.
Contested.
So I think even worst case scenario, you guys swap flags.
Like we just gave them mid
Oh,
flag for
they
nothing.
are up. Oh yeah, you gave up
Flag
the middle.
lost.
That's true. You just need 1 stig to defend it. 30 seconds. Just gotta focus.
I think it
on
should be
flags.
fine with contest.
30
We just have to
seconds
contest it, it'll
remaining.
be fine.
Ooh, those spiders are possibly gonna clean up your souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to contest the middle. Middle will be fine.
Flag lost. Flag lost. Flag contested. Flag contested. Sudden death. Flag contested.
Percentages are kind of close. NC has to contest because they are way down in flags.
I think you just walk
Flag
off that thrall
captured.
flag. Right
Yeah,
Yeah, we should have-
yeah,
we should have for
especially
sure.
because the fetch are gonna
Flag
clean it up
contested.
anyway.
Flag lost. Flag captured.
Game should end here, I assume.
Middle Souls has to contest. Yeah, there it is. Looks like Kirk had a big game. Chickenwire too. Yeah, all the fetchers really on Armageddon did a really nice job. Dren had a pretty big game too. Looks like big numbers. Ku had a great play there. I like Ku's play the whole game really. I was surprised to not see a little bit more aggression to control the Soul Hills because if you saw every time Armageddon had the Soul Hills, like it was very effective. Liger just ended up getting isolated and picked off there, but other than that, Soul Hill control was pretty big, I would say.
It's another game that felt like we should have won pretty easily, and it was very close in the end.
Yeah, very close. At least statistically, not just alone with the flags.
Yeah, we were up 10%, but like it didn't feel like we were up 10% at all.
Yeah, still reasonably not a super dominant really either game. Both games still reasonably close, well fought games, and it's now 1-1 in the match score. I'll load up the next one. So it's looking like a good series so far.
Yeah, good series for both teams.
Cracks flag rally.
Oh look, Kilgrath and Nineball make an appearance. Enigman's
Oh,
back in the game.
interesting. So hot and saucy is Kilgrat?
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know he was on that team that year.
I feel like he might have been on NC for like maybe 2 years.
Interesting. So Zur, it sounds like I'm seeing some team chat. Zur is sitting this game possibly. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. This day and age, if you have 8v8, usually you play all 8, but I see a lot in those older MWCs that even if you had 8v8, you'd go 7v7 still.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for it being the rules. But it mostly had to do with like neutral hosting being available.
Yeah. I don't know who hosted these games. Do we alternate host? I honestly don't remember. I mean, as an Australian, it didn't affect me in the slightest. Every host was going to suck.
I thought I saw Toxin. But no.
No, I don't think anyone's neutral hosting this one.
So Kilgrath is sitting for NC.
Well, we have 8v8 on the team, so... Because back then you could only have 16 players, right, in the game? You couldn't have a neutral host.
Well, in that first game, I thought we were going to have all of our players play, and at the same time, NC was having SCA with 0 units.
Yeah.
So we see the trades are very different this game. Armageddon opts for a heavy RD Archer trade and no goal pack, which is fairly significant. And then it's almost like directly opposite trades, honestly. Like NC goes light archers but heavy full max goals. So and pus. So I don't know. What do you guys think about these trades? Looking at it now.
I mean, it wouldn't have been the trade I went for. It honestly feels like we're playing to get every single flag, because you're not going to get flags first.
Yeah, we're playing for like BC or something. Get like early tags, maybe, just to get that early lead and then defend them. But if you don't get that early lead, you're gonna be pushing.
I mean,
like no goals. Good luck.
I'm just predicting here, but based on the trade, it seems like Armageddon probably wants to do that kind of like.
Are we stopping at 0?
Yeah. I'm stuck at 0. You can reload and get to that if I haven't started yet. I feel like Armageddon's thinking to do that like classic hold the 6 chokes strategy that was very popular on this for many years. Still is to some degree.
But the east side is all me. It's just everyone else on the left, Nem on the right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the movement yet. But
I'm kidding, because it says Nem, and we're talking about that in chat. But that's
I'm
okay. N.
Yeah, because I see 6 even squads for Armageddon, so this looks like the 6 even, like, hold the 6 chokes kind of strategy. Whereas NC, they're going to try and poke a hole somewhere. They have to with their trade, right? They have to overload one side somewhere. So
I mean, I give it advantage to NC. I mean, a goal pack on flag rally, especially when you can camp up pretty hard on this map. I mean, as long as their goal pack plays aggressive, I think that's gonna be a tough game for Armageddon.
Interesting. Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard because they got to go through a choke, and it really just depends how. I don't really have a strong opinion about it either way, to be honest.
No, me either. Like, if we get the 4 flags first, we could just DL game pretty effectively. But if we don't get the 4 flags first, it's going to be hard for us to push up, I think.
Because like trying to do these like rushes on cracks, it's just you're going through a choke and it's just really tough. So we'll see how it plays out. This is kind of like a great experiment though, because you got two great teams here in a finals match. So it's a good experiment to see which of these 2 strategies play out. Let's make some predictions on this one since it is quite different. Asmo taking NC's side, I think. Parnum, do you guys remember who wins this? If you do, don't.
Not at all. Not at all.
Let's think about it. Like, they have this gold pack. It's able to rifle to anywhere on the map and support it. So even even though all these squads for Armageddon are supported with a dwarf, like they can just be overrun at any time by this gold pack.
All right, so
No way. I say we win for sure.
Okay, interesting. I like this. We got some diverging opinions. That's good. I'm gonna go. Oof. I'm gonna go with. Fuck. I'm so torn, dude. So Par, you're taking NC on this one, is that right?
I think so.
I'm going to say that we practice this, and I would say that we know that on the south side we tagged the 4 flags first.
I do
And I'm
remember
going to say,
I remember
that like on the top side we would have done a different strategy.
That is an
That's my
excellent
guess.
point. That is
That's
such
my
an
guess.
excellent
So
point. Because
we're
whoever
just trying to get
tags the
4 flags
first
and
4
chill.
flags is super important. Yeah, that's
And
so
I'm
important.
betting one side tags first.
Yeah, that's a great point. Granted, though, here's the thing, though. You guys don't get max goals, so your 2 goals are a little bit further back, and that might be enough to make the difference. So
Yeah,
I don't know if it
I'm
applies
guessing
if you
we
don't
practice it with 2 goals.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that big of a disparity though in the timing of it. I really look. I'm gonna take NC on this one too because I actually It's a great point that you brought up, but I just based on my memory and just guessing here, I think the timing is pretty close. And without you guys having max goals, I don't think you're going to be able to get that timing. So I'm going to take NC as well. Because you're right. If NC gets the first 4 flags first, that kind of fucks up things quite a bit for Armageddon's strategy here, right? So...
yeah, but me and Liger are at the center of the map. We'll just push through and win. It's fine.
Okay, all right. That's confidence. All right.
I always had confidence. That was never my issue.
I think you're well known for that. I don't think you needed to remind anybody else about that. All right, you guys ready to start it?
Yep.
All right, starting.
Game on.
All right, so everybody's taking NC except Nem. Nem's going to take his team.
Oh, one of our goals ran to the right to start.
Is that Paris's goal? Paris has both goals, and he's not microing their pathing very well right now.
Oh, worst tagging ever.
Yeah.
I don't think
Very terrible.
I don't think there's any way Armageddon's going to get the first 4 at this point.
Oh, there's no point. They both ran right.
Flag captured.
I don't think you could have gotten it though either way, to be honest, without the max
possibly
goals.
Flag captured. Flag captured.
NC very focused on getting those tags.
I knew that I didn't like POS on these like semi-dark maps,
Flag
but I didn't realize
captured.
my team was fine with it
Flag
too.
captured.
I'm surprised we're getting no pass on every map. Like I'm not
Flag
captaining.
captured.
So NC gets the first 4 flags, and with the goal pack, they're probably going to get control of the middle hill as well. That's a pretty commanding position
captured.
for NC to be in, because now
Oh, this looks so bad. For
Armageddon
us.
has to figure out how to push through these chokes with their heavy RD, and they're going to move
And they
so
have
slow.
like their entire team mid pretty much. There's no way we
Yeah.
can do anything.
Yeah, this is a very commanding position for NC, I would say, already at this point.
Oh yeah, if I was voting now with equal teams, I'd definitely vote for them 100 out of 100.
Asmo made the first prediction call, though, for NC. Good prediction, Asmo.
Hey, I'm still voting we win because it's different teams.
I would be shocked if NC somehow fucks this up. I would be shocked.
Well, they do have a whole 12 minutes to fuck it up.
Hey, firm.
I mean, Limp doesn't need to push middle at all. He should just... NC doesn't need to push at all. NC should be just force Armageddon to push somewhere.
Yeah, Kirk is getting ready to push out in the west.
That's smart. Yeah, you guys got to set up some kind of offense for sure.
I think that's honestly the only place they can push through. It's the only place the Dwarfs on the Hill can't get to Armageddon.
Right, yeah, that's the better... Yeah, if you have to choose between east and west, west is definitely the better one to push. I agree. So Kirk, smart move by Kirk. Where's his dwarf at? Oh, it's in there. It's in there.
Kirk showing us some 5-baller formations right now. I guess the good thing for Kirk's push in the West, though, is he is, like, even though there's 2 unit groups split up for NC, it's 1 player, it's just Ska. So he might be able to micro this potentially.
I think Migraine really needs to push in the East, too. Even though, yeah, there's a dwarf there, but he should be able to... I don't know, if he can get some... that dwarf's pretty well covered, actually. It's pretty hard. Never mind. That goofy tree is, like, blocking that dwarf so great in the East for NC. Oh, NC making a bit of a push in the East. East of mid. I like their push. They're doing good. Oh, yeah, they're starting to use their pus. Oh, it was a bad pus, though. But the dwarf went down anyway. Kirk making a good push. Kirk against Ska, that's a great mismatch. Kirk should definitely be looking to make... does Ska have a pus? Doesn't look like Ska has a pus. Kirk should win that matchup.
Oh, the gold pack is coming behind Kirk, though, so he needs to make the push pretty fast.
I really don't like how NC had all their archers middle.
I didn't like that either.
They should have spread them out. The melee middle would have been more dominant, you know?
Oh, Kirk has made such a good play.
Well,
yeah.
Paris actually called that out at chat if you see it. He told Kirk to do that. That's a really good call, actually, especially seeing the gold pack.
Wait, who did?
Who told
Paris.
Kirk? Paris told... Oh, nice call. So Paris told Kirk a gold pack was coming?
Or he said to get up that hill, so I'm assuming he said that because he saw the gold pack coming.
Very smart move by Kirk to try and mitigate that gold pack threat. Now, the gold pack, if it's smart, it should just bottle Kirk up there and force him to stay there so he can't get the flag, right? They should just kind of cancel each other out. And then NC still got a good push going in the east, the middle.
Limp just lost all his melee units to me mid. He just rushed me for some unknown reason.
Oh, yeah. I saw Limp being too aggressive earlier, too. So he lost a few... they only have, I think, a few melee, but yeah.
He lost like 3. Now he's down to 1.
Oh! Chickenwire gets cleaned up. Chickenwire loses like 5
that
sticks.
is really bad.
That was really bad by Chickenwire. He got like pinched between 2 dwarfs. He's trying to sneak through. He's too desperate, I think, to try and get a flag.
What am I trying to do here? Down like 50% of units.
Really love what Adren...
possible.
I think Adren's doing a great play by keeping Kirk bottled up with that gold pack. However, Kirk is starting to push out now. Oh, no! Ska gives up the flag! Why did Ska do that?
Flag
Oh
captured.
my god, Ska gave up the flag to a single goal. That's huge.
That's a pretty big swing in the game now.
That's a huge mistake, yeah. Especially before his team could tag flag 6.
Yeah.
His team was about to tag flag 6. He gave that up for no reason. He could have just held it. Wow. Granted, Armageddon down significant percentage because they had to sacrifice a little bit to try and push something. A pus goes down on Kirk's dwarf, but I think it's going to survive. Adren, I don't think Adren made... Ooh, maybe he gets it.
To be really close.
Yeah, he gets it. He gets it. Okay, he got the dwarf. He got the dwarf. Loses quite a few goals, but it's probably worth it to get that dwarf down.
Kirk does have access to their whole backfield, though. He
Flag
should turn
captured.
around and go for those back flags.
He will. I'm sure he will. He's making smart plays. I'm sure he'll figure it out. Although he's starting to move back a little bit too far south at this point. He should keep going in that backfield. I agree. Okay. He's trying to. He's really worried about Chickenwire right now. He's trying to stay on the tail of that goal pack as much as he can to help Chickenwire. He's too worried about Chickenwire, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, he starts sending a couple stigs back to the backfield.
Oh, I was insulting myself, but it wasn't even me. It was Enigman. That makes sense. I didn't think I'd be that bad.
I'm really shocked still that Ska gave up that tag. I mean, that swung so much. I mean, the game's not over yet, and they do have a 25% lead, but
Yeah, they're still in a pretty good position. They still have like over half the game time left too. I think it was only 12 minutes.
NC's doing a good job of guarding their backfield flags now too. NC does need to pick up another flag though somewhere, so they have to push on offense. They do have a significant percentage advantage, so they should be able to. Oh nope, Armageddon, Migraine. I like how Migraine got up on the castle wall to hold that. That's great.
That's me, right?
You have the archer, but he has the dwarf.
I think I gave the dwarf to Migraine.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you made that play. That's nice.
Because I didn't think I could cover both sides at once.
Yeah, that's huge because that'll really severely delay them. They now gotta walk around, you know.
Yeah,
But I feel like if they just went on D, there's no way we could get a flag. I don't know why they're pushing so hard.
Adren really has to go for a flag somewhere.
They take it for 5, I feel like, and ignore the back one since the dwarfs are on the wall. Flag 5 would give them
5 minutes
flag
remaining.
advantage.
Yeah. They could just rush that so hard.
They're just down too much percentage.
Yeah.
Kirk probably made the smart play to not go fully into the backfield because his team was up at the time. So he probably, I think he made the smart play actually, just to pull back. Because NC's defending that pretty. Ooh, Paris, your Stigs got picked off in the north.
Yeah, nice shot by Ska.
Bit of an unlucky bounce too.
And at this point, NC has no pressure on their backfield flags at all. So.
Right. And the percentages are really big. It looks like NC is going to make their big push on the west side here. I agree. That's the spot to push. Ooh, NC's dwarf goes down. I really feel Adren's goal pack is not in the correct position. He's not really doing anything back there. Should probably be helping that west push. That west push is going to get that flag, though. There's no way Kirk can hold that.
No, Lud trying to do the small plus meta.
Oh, that dwarf is being too aggressive. He's going to get picked off. Oh! But they still got another dwarf, though. Still another dwarf. Armageddon really holding on to that flag for dear life right now. Chickenwire's dwarf is getting into the fight now. Kirk still got his archers in play.
Percent's like semi-close now.
Oh, yeah. They're getting a lot closer. Some additional reinforcements still. Oh, Chickenwire loses the dwarf. That's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, they needed that dwarf so bad. Now NC's going to pretty well guarantee get that.
Yeah.
And then it's going to swing back with 2:30 to go. And
Flag
Armageddon doesn't have anything to respond with. Yeah. So NC's back into a commanding lead again. I'm really curious why Migraine took that dwarf down. I mean, he's keeping it alive so far, but it did take some hits. And Adren did kind of take the bait.
Yeah, I don't think there's just enough time to get on the other side of the field for Armageddon.
No, there's no
Go way
percent.
over.
No percent either. I mean, yeah.
So the first two games kind of close, but this was really House of Tirris game, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it
it
felt
makes
like we just didn't communicate very well at all what we were doing.
it makes
Too
sense.
many units.
It
in the
makes
wrong
sense though
spots.
too, because like the strats were so different. So you would expect if there was going to be a game with a more significant disparity, it'd probably be this one.
Yeah, like I wish we had also gotten a gold pack or something.
Goal packs. It's hard to not get a goal pack. They're really strong on late maps. There was an opportunity, by the way, actually, for Armageddon to still win this, but the problem was, because Ska
1
gave up that
minute
flag
remaining.
tag so easily. But the problem was you guys were so down in percent still. Like if you could, like Chickenwire had already suicide like 5 stigs mid, and there were some other aggressive pushes that just lost too much percent. If the percentages were close, then Armageddon would have been in a great position to hold everywhere, because they did have a primarily holding force, and they did have time to get in position to hold too.
30 seconds remaining.
Also, if that east side of Armageddon didn't collapse, I'm not sure who was there. I forget, but that side kind of collapsed too soon. It feels like to me.
So I guess NC's making this push because it is still one system and not
Exactly.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Sudden
assuming this game is why we had to go to sudden death, because this is
Yeah.
a big point change.
Oh, were you guys the top bracket finalists?
Flag
Yeah.
captured.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Victory imminent.
I think Gekko had those films as well. They were pretty interesting. Yeah, it was Enigman and Migraine on the eastern flank. But I think just having that gold pack, it's just this extra layer of like dynamic offense that can just show up anywhere on the map, that constantly put Armageddon in check at pretty much every angle.
I don't think that goal pack was used though to push in the east. I think Enigman, he had a clean 1v1 and he kind of just collapsed
Game
whoever he faced
over.
off with.
Oh yeah, no, the gold pack was mostly in the west, like keeping tabs on Kirk.
Dantski and Shaister have pretty big numbers here. I'm guessing it was one of them that probably faced off with Enigman. I hate to say it, but Enigman kind of showing to be maybe one of the weaker players on Armageddon there. He got cleaned up in a clean 1v1 a little too quickly and too easily, I would say, and that caused major problems.
Yeah, he's like lagging throughout this series too. He's like dropping in game 1.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah. You guys ready to move on to the next one?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
CTF Calm, nice.
A lot of light maps right now.
Nem, you're still talking about skipping work?
I think I was pretty salty about it. I think we sat around for like 2 hours before we started playing, and I was pretty angry that they kept stalling and stalling.
I believe it.
Pretty heavy archers for Armageddon. Chickenwire back in the captain's seat. Pretty heavy archers for NC as well, but much heavier Thrall for NC.
Now Dantski's saying he has to go in an hour as well. They've stalled their own team into losing.
Yeah, and Dantski's having a great match so far too. He's probably one of their best players.
100%, yep.
Oh yeah.
So
Not sure which trade I like better here.
I'm gonna say I like Armageddon's better, honestly. Yeah, the danger of going heavy Thrall on this is if you lose the Archer fight, and there's enough. If you lose the Artie fight in any way, shape, or form, those Thrall are almost nearly useless. They'll get cleaned up by Archers and Dwarves, right? So I although I am often a big fan of Thrall, and you know, the thing is, well, actually, I take it back, because the Thrall are really nice D for the Archers too, and Warriors are not. They're not quite as effective on this map as they are on a lot of other light maps, just because you got Huron healers on the map and you got Pus, and there's like a lot of things to counter the Warriors on this. Hurons and Pus combined like a pretty significant counter against Warriors, right? So I'm not sure, I guess, either. I kind of think it's a bit of a toss-up. Armageddon doesn't max goals. NC goes a bit heavier on the goals. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's the predictions for this one?
Well,
Yeah, I like the max Warriors, or I don't know if it's max, but I like the more Warriors, I think.
yeah, kind of more BC power out of Armageddon, but even then, if we think that like the players are fairly evenly matched here, we just look at what the captains kind of give themselves, and Chickenwire has like an offensive unit with like maybe some pus goals, whereas Ska primarily has like many defensive units they're probably going to be out of the fight unless
Yeah,
encroached upon.
yeah. The Thrall don't do a lot on this map, I feel.
The way I kind of look at it, Asmo, and see what you think about this. So the way NC's got their trade, um, they have to like have these archer thrall squads that kind of can line up with something, and then which should give them some kind of map control that they can kind of form a hammer and anvil maneuver with some fast melee on the side. But I think the problem with going the heavy archers and thrall in this is that there's just not enough dominant fast melee to form that kind of flanking pinch with the for the kind of hammer part of that maneuver, right? So you and the archers and thrall also can't cover the whole map. The map is just too big. So
Yeah,
I
this
think
map
that's
is giant.
so what ends up happening is basically, and we'll see how it plays out here, but Armageddon's got the faster and more rangy kind of BC force. And what they can do is they can just kind of poke at the sides where NC can't cover with archers and thrall. Wherever they can't cover with archers and thrall, they're going to be weak on. And that's going to end up forcing the archers and thrall to fall back to try and not get flanked. And you end up getting pinned, I think, is what ends up happening. Does that make sense to you? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think the map's too long for Thrall to be effective on capture the flag. Now I'm looking at it, I sort of like Armageddon's better. I feel like the way NC would win, actually, which is sort of strange, is that they'd be able to plus the artery down on Armageddon. Like, usually it's not best, right? You plus the melee, but like in this case, plussing the artery might be the best case scenario for them for how to win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
winning the archer fight seems kind of important. And like you said, I think the size of the map is the big determining factor why the archers and thrall are not going to be as effective, because you end up risk getting pinned when there's too many gaps that can flank around you, right? The archers and thrall, what makes them effective is they can't be flanked around. If they're the way to counter them is to flank around them, because then they're forced to fall
yeah.
back.
I think on a smaller map, the Thrall would be better, but yeah, it would take almost the entire time limit for them to cross the map on this.
True.
You guys ready to start it?
Oh yeah.
Game
Going.
on.
Enigman's gonna have a bounce back game.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Armageddon on this one. I do like their trade better too, and it is more like even though it's CTF, I find that this still kind of plays out a little bit BC. CTF's actually like the least BC game type typically, but on this it still kind of plays out that way, I think.
I think for sure. Yep.
Especially because the teams are playing for like percentage too.
All right, with the point system, yeah. I can't remember what year point systems went away. I thought it was around this time, but it must have been a little bit later.
Did you ever win a point system MWC? Because you must win 2009, right?
09 was my earliest win, so if they still had it then I guess so, but I'm not sure. It's right around that time, I think, that they stopped. It was somewhere between 09 and... Did 11 have it? I don't remember.
I was almost like, yeah, wait a second here.
I don't think 11 had it. I really don't, but...
I don't think 11 did, but I'm pretty sure 9 still did.
Yeah, it must have been right around that time that they stopped doing it.
I liked the point system. I think I was a fan. Like some maps were a bit of a blowout, but
I wasn't a fan. I just there's something fundamentally wrong with if you win or you lose in no, you win in games but still lose the match. Like there's just something fundamentally wrong with that.
Well,
but
just
if
think
you
about how
win
the
one
sudden death works.
100% to 0, yeah, like, and then you win the other maps by 2%, is it really fair that the team that won by 2% on 2 maps wins? I'm not sure.
But here's the thing, like certain maps are going to be more favorable for bigger lopsided victories than others, right? And that's just a function of the map
Yeah,
itself.
if you choose bad maps and things, but I think these maps, like, they crushed us in the last one, so they beat us by a lot of points.
Like
Whereas, like, the first game was close and we barely got any points.
Tro maps in general, in particular, are a lot easier to have very lopsided wins on, right? So
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, neither system's perfect, but I can see both ways.
I mean, those early top bracket games used to have double picks. Like 2 maps were played twice, I think.
right, yeah, that was wild. Those early MWCs.
I'd like that if it was like fixed, so that the teams actually traded. Oop, a bottle plus going down.
Yeah, just targeting goals instead of the Huron. That was weird. That was you, Nem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell you.
You could have finished that Huron, I think, pretty easily with that bottle plus, because you
was
already had it at half.
I was just so scared of getting past myself, I guess.
Yeah.
But that was quite bad.
Armageddon kind of. I'd like to see them spread out more and try to really play the outside a little bit to force NC to just back up.
Mm-hmm.
Get the pin. Just win on positioning. You don't even need to like try to win the BC fight yet. Get them pinned down first, and then run the timer out.
Especially since we're the faster moving team comp for sure.
Zur is doing that at the north, but his force could also be exposed pretty easy.
Right. Yeah, it's a little too light. He needs a little bit of meat with him, like one other player with him, basically, which should be Enigman probably, since he's the closest.
I think that was a little bit of our downside. We thought we could beat anyone in any position, so we often didn't play to our strengths.
Even though Armageddon doesn't have the dominant position, functionally the effect is still the same. NC is backing up, and they're almost going to get pinned here.
There's a Heron healer going to our flag. We could just lose our flag.
Oh, interesting. You're right. There's no Dwarf D on that. Oh, wow. Oh, but it's only got 4 heals. It's only got 4 heals, though.
Yeah,
oh, no. Chickenwire is coming back to D2, and he's not too far behind.
Yeah, he says it's got anti-Heron in chat, so he's aware of it.
Yeah, okay.
Dren with a big plus.
I missed it, yeah. I see something hit Kirk's Warriors, it looks like. Did he kill a Dwarf or something with it, too? And some archers?
Yeah, a few archers.
Okay, so Kirk got hit pretty hard. I think those were his units.
I'm getting down a little bit right
now. Adren had a big bottle plus on Kirk, looks like, yeah. Oh, Adren picking up more bottles. Adren doing some nice work with that. He just needs another plus now if somebody can load him up again.
Move over.
NC is up. Oh, they sniped the Huron, but they spend 2 plus to do it. But it's probably still worth it. Still, the Hurons are really important. NC up 9% in a Huron, and possibly up in Artie now too.
Slowly grinding.
Yeah, it was looking bad for them for a moment there. They were all turning their backs away and running away, but now they're going back forward. That's good. SB kind of like has too many units, I feel, to be holding that north like that, just against Zer's tiny force. I mean, their percentages look the same, but I feel like Zer's got other units somewhere or something.
Yeah, Liger's getting cut down now.
Oh, yep. Yeah, took too much damage on that south side of the line, and now it's gonna get countered. Migraine trying to close the gap here with his door.
And for some reason, I just left the mid to die and tried to push for the flag.
Yeah, Nem, you and Zur are trying to maybe form up some offense together. You can get a 2v1 against SB maybe. You got Zur also in the back. Oh, Zur got a Heron flanked in the back. He's going to pick off that dwarf. Oh, yep, he's going to get it. That's a great play by Zur. Love that. Oh, and he goes for a plus on the archers. Ooh, really big miss. Really big miss on those plus. Yeah. Armageddon just wasted 2 pus in the north. That's unfortunate. Did get 1 archer, but that archer was probably going to die regardless.
Yeah, good defense by SB. Uh-oh, he lets off all his flame arrows, though.
Nem getting rushed a little bit here now, too. Dant kind of holding a superior force, like 2v1. NC looking dominant at their home position, but Zur and Nem still pushing forward. Very dangerous, I feel. Zur's one dwarf is the only thing kind of keeping them alive.
Yeah, it looks like those goals are loaded that Chickenwire has as well.
They're NC starting to set up a potentially very dangerous surrounded pinch on Zur right here. That was a bad pus by SB. He kind of threw a pus that went straight in the air and didn't even land anywhere close to his target.
Archers might die now too. The thrall pretty far.
Armageddon really needs to try and like 2v1 Dantski here, I feel, in the middle to try and get back in this game.
Flag contested.
Yeah, it looks like Migraine and Enigman are pushing him. I mean, I feel like this is the only time we've seen 2 players from the United Kingdom facing off. So whenever Dantski and Zur and Enigman were all battling.
Okay, Shaister. No, that's Ku. Ku does a nice play. Why is he backing off? Oh, he backed off. Interesting. I thought he was about to rush down them, but the goal
I'm actually
scared
surprised
away.
he didn't. Yeah.
Me too. Like, yeah, he's only got 3 roots and no vets. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
If he was vetted though, even slightly, he could have killed all that. Yeah.
It would have been a close fight, I guess. And if he loses it, his team just
5
loses. So
minutes
I can see the...
No, yeah, he made the right call backing off just because I didn't see how low on vets and roots he was. Oh. Is he going to make another... I'm really surprised to see Nineball did not try to pinch Zur from behind. Like, NC missed a huge opportunity to pinch Zur, I really feel. They had like a 3v1 pinch on him. If Nineball just sent his thrall in.
He actually tried briefly and then gave up. It was weird.
There was no reason to do that, though. He could have just spread his thrall, thrown him in, and the dwarf would have been distracted enough trying to deal with those thrall. The NC could have pinched the shit out of Zur right there.
100%. Because now they're just going to get picked apart.
Yeah, and now Zur's like right at their flag. Like, big miss by NC, I feel. And now the percentages, Armageddon's back in the game. Actually, Armageddon is in the leading position now because they have NC pinned to the flag. And
NC's desperate right now. They gotta try something because they just have all their games slowly picked off everywhere.
Zur has a nice save. Zur's losing his dwarf though. No, I can't believe it. Oh my! Did you guys see that? Oh my God! One warrior just picked off Zur's dwarf because he was distracted with his Huron. That was huge. That dwarf was gonna do major work on that flag.
Yeah, and he's unable to get a druns.
Oh, and then he gets pussed hard. This is now looking like a tie. This is the sloppiest game, I feel, of the entire match for both teams.
It's like a pure BC slugfest.
It's alright. Enig's coming with another dwarf. We're good.
Flag contested.
Some real missed opportunities, I feel, on this one.
Flag contested.
Dantski
Flag
still trying to
contested.
push forward. Yeah, I mean, if he can get that dwarf on top of Armageddon's flag,
Flag
Contested.
Migraine's a little out of position to cut it off.
Well, Skaz has a hair
Flag
head that's about to
contested.
pick off Migraine, most likely.
Oh shit, you're right. Liger with his Huron not shadowing that Huron for some reason.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, actually.
Migraine's gonna get picked off here probably. He's in the water too. Oh my god. No, Skaz backing off. I can't believe it. Go in.
Yeah, you should kill that dwarf 100%.
Oh, he's in the water.
Flag
Just go in.
contested.
It's a snow map. Skaz being super scared with that Huron. Do you see that? That's crazy.
He still has 3 hills, too, so it's not like...
Flag.
Well, the dwarf's gonna go down anyway, probably, but yeah, there he goes. But that was he easily could have killed that dwarf a lot sooner and safer.
Should get off those wires.
Yeah, he's got a vet, and those wars are red. They're easy kills. Ooh, Ska playing too passive there. Way too passive. Enigman. Oh, big shot by Enigman. Picks off the dwarf. Chickenwire threw a bottle and timed it perfectly with Enigman's dwarf shot to get the double bottle on the Huron to finish it instantly.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Really nice play.
This...
Flag contested.
Looking like Armageddon's gonna win this. Scott, what did Scott do with this
1
Huron? He
minute
brought it all the way
remaining.
back home. Wow. Scott would have helped his team more if he had actually just gone on offense to get the flag. At least then they would have had an opportunity to trade flags. You know what I mean?
I think you go offense there 100%.
Yeah, he was so far across the map. Like it's a really big miscalculation there. That's 2 miscalculations he's had. I feel last game and this game.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, because now they're gonna lose for sure. But they could have traded flags if he had just went on offense earlier, potentially.
Like Chickenwire was very busy with his goal pack this game.
Oh yeah, he had a great game.
Flag lost.
There you go. Armageddon still gets it. Wow, Adren had some big numbers there. Yeah, he was doing work with his bottle pus. Really big game for him. Kind of a sloppy game, I would say, but Armageddon still pulls it off as we thought they would. Kind of weird game. Any other thoughts on this one?
We lost the point because it dropped to
Oh,
19%
that's
instead
right.
of 20.
Oh man.
Yeah, I see. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like we might have even won the 4 out of the 7 games potentially. I don't remember, but we lost some points.
What's the score right now?
It would be so far in their favor right now
It's 2-2, isn't it?
in games, but like point wise, they would be way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cracks was probably 8 flags to 5.
Yep, and we
It was-
won 4
It was
flags to
7 to
3.
5. They didn't get their last flag. Your guys' last flag.
Yeah. 7-5. So that's probably like 12 points.
All right, I'll load
Who
up the
knows?
next one. Game 5. Oh, of course. Axe cruelty was just so popular back then, I guess. I mean, I don't know if it feels like it's not quite as popular today, but I guess it still gets played.
Oh, it was fun to beat BME on it, I can tell you that.
What year was that?
That was 2006.
Gotcha.
Axe Cruelty was such a cluster of a game.
Cruelty's like BME's bane, dude. They got eliminated 05 too by maybe T-Cox
Yeah.
again that year.
I think that was maybe the game that got me kicked, if I'm honest. I remember well, at least I got kicked on an Axe game, if it was 06 or 05.
I don't know. Your time with BME, I feel like, is 2004-ish. In one of the Seeker Star Power tournament, maybe?
I played for them on one of the Myth World Cups as well. I think it was 05, but I don't remember.
05 was Unholy Alliance, but I remember
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were on like mostly harmless.
No,
I,
I don't remember.
I think Fire, Liger, and Migraine were with them.
Got Adren and Karma on Force Giants. I think that's pretty typical, especially because I think Ghengis was kind of a bit better known for his door. Like he was always known as a great Dorfer too, so maybe that's what they're thinking with that. NC gets 4 white land whites. That doesn't surprise me. I would definitely expect them to go heavier on that. And Armageddon opts for only 1.
Game on.
Oops, I forgot to pause it. I'm at 1357. One land white's a little light, I would say. Usually you'd go like 2 at least, maybe 3. 4 is probably a little too heavy too, but I probably prefer 4 over 1. Probably doesn't matter too much. Armageddon does get souls though too. That's interesting. I like NC's trade here better personally. I don't know, what do you guys think?
Same.
Yeah,
The reasons you already said.
yeah, agreed.
I don't like the number of souls that Armageddon got.
Yeah. But as we know,
You're the captain.
Oh man, you guys gave the keys to a 17-year-old.
I don't like this trade. Yeah, I made it, but
I mean, as we all know, though, like it probably actually won't matter, right? Because it's all going to come down to how the pussing happens on the FG, right? So
yeah, no, for sure.
You guys ready to start it? I'm at 1357.
Yeah.
All right, I'm starting. Going.
Trying to figure out what you have here, Paris. Only got 3%. I think a couple goals, I guess. Maybe you're just hunting
Yeah.
FP this game.
Kind of doing the
Flag
dedicated capping thing for your minimal units.
Flag
Right.
captured.
I mean, I feel like if your series starts and like your players are dropping in game 1, you got to be a little bit more aware of what's going on in game. But I only have like 2 goals here, and a white maybe.
You say that because Enigman's kind of been dropping some games with his internet?
Yeah. Yeah, like that happens in game 1.
Flag captured. Flag captured.
Liger and Zur. Interesting that Kirk is not FGing for Armageddon.
It might come down to ping.
I don't think he was considered as good back then as he is now either.
No, that can't be true. He won the 1v1 tournament that year. I don't know if that was before or during this match, or before or after this
It
match.
must have
rather,
been.
but
It must have been after.
I think so.
So he won the Winter Series right before this.
Yeah,
with
and
MC.
that's right. He won the Winter Series, and he was the thrower for them too, I believe, during that tournament.
I don't know. My opinion of FG, though, is like they're more. They don't always use this way, but to like, if you have trust in your team, I would play more defensive with them and just let the Morts win the game.
Yeah,
Flag
I feel you
captured.
definitely can play that way for sure.
You don't want to be in a position with the FG where you have to be like aggressive at a point where you're risking to lose that forest round.
100%. It just feels so defensive with them.
Flag
I've
captured.
definitely been known to be too aggressive with FG for sure. Try to play them like Tro too much probably.
But that's probably why me and Kirk don't have them, because we would have been too aggressive with them.
Yeah.
Like the Tro are far more
Flag
smoother than the
lost.
FG that are kind of like janky.
In their
With
move.
Trowel, you can make a mistake and recover. With FG, it kind of feels like you can't make a mistake.
Yeah, it's like it's just very rigid unit compared to the Tro.
No FG middle.
Yeah, interesting that they have 2 south and we have 1 north.
Yeah. Yeah. I like doubling them up, to be honest. It's harder to cover both of them. It's easier to find openings for them, I feel. I would like to see NC push this south. I mean, if they got both FG there, and they got plenty of Morts, they have 4 Morts in the south, I really want to see them push. Kick those souls off the hill. Yeah. You can see NC's Mort's pushing here. Especially, like, Armageddon South is almost already in the water. Like, that's a low ground. They really need to push. They'll have high ground pushing them into the water. Chickenwire's already kind of backing up. Oh, Chickenwire's getting hit. Got some slaps going down. Dredden picks off one.
Pushed.
It's a good push. Just put the pressure on. Yeah, now the Morts are moving forward. That's good. That pus throw was way too far away. That was Lud. I always say Lude. I don't know if it's Lude or Lud, but good shot. Whoever killed that pus in the south. That's a big pus down. That's pretty big. Okay, now it's harder to cross. Now it's harder for the NC's south to push any further because now they're at the river crossing. And also Liger comes with his FG to reinforce the south. Probably the wise move because he wasn't doing anything in the north anyway. Although it seems like he could have probably potentially picked off middle. I mean, middle's got a pus, but not enough other units with it, I feel.
Yeah, it's a stalemate for now.
Say Arma just has a minor advantage just to get the 3 tags first.
I like Kirk's aggression in the north. He's trying to probe for a weakness to see if he can get across. But Shy is holding him. Probably not going to get past Shy.
Flag captured.
Playing for tie, like having the lead with the tiebreaker at the end, kind of significant. So Armageddon gets the 4 flag. That could be significant later on.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Paris sunk the white. You guys didn't blow it for small bus.
Oh, no shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
there it
so
is.
here,
And it's close to the
we'll see
FG,
what it
too. Oh, man. If only there was something there to kind of... Oof.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Oh, no. Kilgrath almost picks it off. How did he even know to check there? Holy shit. Did they must have seen it earlier.
I'm surprised they don't check it again.
I don't think they saw it. Or if they did, they didn't call it out or communicate it to Kilgrath. Liger takes a little bit of more damage. This is the most stalematy game so far.
It's just how this map feels, right? Like,
Yeah.
It feels like if you push anyway, you're going to get destroyed.
Yeah, it's hard to push on this for sure.
Especially in the finals. It's like,
Yeah.
let's just wait the timer out.
You don't want to fuck it up in the finals.
Oh, I'd take a risk in a normal game, yeah.
Oh, here goes the light. Let's see if he gets anything.
Oh, why did that white come out? I don't
Flag
like it.
captured.
Oh, Paris, why'd you bring that white out?
Contested.
Yeah.
Flag lost.
I must have really thought Kilgrath
Flag
was just going to walk
lost.
into it.
Ooh, Liger Armageddon being real aggressive with this push mid. They already lost a big pus mid. I think Armageddon might be down in their pus. I think they only got 1 left, maybe. I think Zur might have 1. I think Zur might have the last pus for Armageddon. Last big pus, I should say.
Yeah, NC loaded on the small pus. I mean, I have 2 goals that are just doing nothing at the southwest flag.
Right. Yeah, and you guys don't have any small pus.
Flag
That's right.
captured. Flag contested. Flag lost.
Well, just based on the pus situation alone, I give the edge to NC currently, but it's still anybody's game for sure.
Flag captured. Flag
Yeah.
contested. Flag
It definitely
lost.
feels like we're behind at this point.
Definitely behind in points, but I know our team doesn't necessarily need to win these first few games, so I'm surprised we don't take more risks, you know?
No, I agree.
They're
5
taking it way
minutes
too
remaining.
serious.
Nem, you're making a good point that you guys do have the lead to break the tie right now, so NC is the one that has to take the initiative to push into you guys, so... And usually that is a pretty... Like, it's definitely nice to be the one that can defend, you know, in that situation. It's hard to push on this. Okay, the push is happening in the north. Kirk's got to defend this. Shai doing a good job
Flag
avoiding
captured.
damage.
Flag lost.
NC gonna push mid.
Okay, line stabilized for both sides. Okay, mid push might be happening. NC starting to get more aggressive with 4 minutes to go. Karma's kind of in the backfield a little bit. I don't think I like that play that Karma's making. I mean, his team has the pus advantage. He should stay with his pus. You know what I mean? He's kind of left all his support. That being said, Armageddon is light. Doesn't have any really small pus to defend this FG, so that could maybe still help, but...
Flag
And the
captured.
entire Armageddon South
Flag
is just
contested.
trying to trap this FG right now.
Flag
Yeah, I'm not really
lost.
sure what I'm doing.
And
Why
now-
am I trying to trap so hard?
NC is
Yeah,
fully
and
pushed.
now NC South is going to cross.
Why did one of us at least not?
Yeah, one of y'all should have held that. Ooh, you're giving up the water crossing. Ooh.
Zer should be cutting left to block.
Yeah, you guys are really, really in on that trap, huh?
Yeah, if one of you guys held the river, I think it'd be fine. But since everyone went, it's pretty rough. Because they're gonna
Yeah,
get attacked probably.
Gave up a pretty significant position for probably a low probability chance of succeeding on this FG trap. Oh, Karma's just going for it. He's like, screw it, I'll just trade FGs.
Yeah, I kind of feel he has
Oh
no
my
chance
God.
at the end.
Flag contested.
That being said, now NC's pus advantage doesn't matter as much because
True.
they're kind of just trading FGs at this point, and the pus isn't
Flag
good for anything else. So,
lost.
okay, NC pushing the north as well. Yeah, NC's got good momentum right now, but it's 2 minutes. Oh, they're up in a flag. They're gonna break. They got the tie break now too. They can actually go back to 3-3, and they would be fine.
We should be able to tag another flag pretty easily, I think.
Captured.
Adrenaline's FG North though. I think he's gonna clean that up because they don't even have a goal to scare him.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's so
Ooh.
bad.
They're
Yeah.
pushing mid hard.
Adren's pus goal is able to zone Liger's FG because he has nothing to defend it.
The mid's going to be very interesting here.
Oh, NC's got a great push on that mid.
Flag contested.
Oh! They get a good mort shot off. They get a good mort shot off on those Zerks.
But that's it.
Oh, NC. No,
They
there's
scare
NC
mid.
still got it. NC still got it mid.
Flag lost.
Yeah, I was way too slow to rotate.
NC's looking strong right now.
Flag lost.
Oh, the FG, Liger's FG got pus in the north. I don't know if there will be follow-up though.
A little bit of follow up, maybe not enough though.
Work shot.
Oh, Adren.
1 minute.
Adren
Yeah.
kind of being
Yeah.
aggressive on the wrong units, I feel. If I was him, I would have slapped the shit out of that
Contested.
FG. Because as soon as it comes on pus, then it's not going to be able to save anything else anyway.
I think it's a wrap, though. They got such
It's a
a
wrap.
wrap.
It doesn't
potential
matter.
there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Flag captured.
Because we have a 1 hit point FG taking up part of our 44%. We are down like 30%, really.
Yeah. Good pushes by NC. Kind of on all. They
We
kind of
just-
won all three flanks.
Contested.
It was mostly just
30
me and
seconds
Chickenwire
remaining.
just gave up our spot for no
Flag
reason.
contested.
Yeah. Well, the mid push still would have happened, and the north push would have happened. They kind of won all
No,
three sides.
the mid push was because a team from the south pinched them that we just let.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. The north push probably still would have happened, though.
Yeah, the north push, but we could lose one side and potentially be okay.
You could have
but
countered on the other side, yeah, for sure.
We just left
Flag
everywhere
contested.
open.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we give up
Sudden death.
so much positioning. And we didn't have enough utility, too.
The pus was a bit of a problem, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in the north. The pus was definitely a big problem in the north.
We just used a full pass at this point in the game.
Oh, really? Where did that go to? Oh, shit.
In the bottom right.
Flag.
We just
Yeah,
used
that's crazy. Yeah,
it. We kept that for quite a while.
kind of needed that earlier in the north. The north really could have used that. Liger could have used that big pus earlier.
Flag lost. Flag
I'm
contested.
surprised. I think Chickenwire had that pus. I'm surprised he didn't hand it
He
off
did.
to his FG.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a wrap. Yeah, that's kind of a pretty dominant win.
Game over.
Dren had a big game. Ghengis too. Good FG
Yeah,
by Dren.
Kirk got destroyed in the top.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's just because he had no pus support and he was getting pressured by that FG, I think. Isn't that right? Or did he kind of collapse, you think?
No, I'm
mean,
not saying it was his
it's
fault.
tough.
We put him in a tough position.
Yeah, I think so. I also
Could've
didn't
definitely
see.
had more pus.
I also didn't see if it was like a 3v2 situation. I'm not sure if it was 2v2 or 3v2.
I think it was 2v2, but
Was it?
I could
Yeah.
be
It was
wrong.
2v2. It was Liger and Kirk versus Shaister and Adren.
Liger just. I just think Liger just was not able to deal with Dren's FG there.
Yeah.
So it is 3-2 in games anyway. Up for NC. Moving on to the next one.
Yeah, even in the chat, I'm saying it was me and Chicken's fault for losing.
What at the end of the game of that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean.
Because
Yeah.
we got the call to trap, but we didn't both need to trap.
Yeah. I would agree. It was a pretty significant.
It was a terrible blunder.
I love this pick, by the way. Keep Flag Rally. I love this.
This would be up there with one of my favorite for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Tro-Fetch map, so I say this every time we play Tro-Fetch map or watch Tro-Fetch maps rather. Look for the Tro-Fetch pushes, the combination of those two. It's so key to setting up the big plays on these maps. So we got Karma, Troing, and Dantski and Limp fetching. That's okay. And then you got Kirk Troing and Zur and Paris fetching. Now that's I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if Armageddon loses this, honestly. Like, they're such a better Tro team. And you got Kirk and this is Kirk's pretty much his prime, or very close to it, I would say. And you got Zur's great with fetch, Paris great with fetch. Like, that's a fucking monstrous combo to have on this map.
I almost feel like Kirk's kept getting better, though.
I was going to say, I feel like he was much better a year or two later. But I could be
Probably
wrong.
Probably true.
Like, he's flipping out here, whereas a few years later, he just doesn't fucking care to complain. And he
Exactly.
goes in, you know.
Yeah, I think his mental was a little bit weaker here. Like, he was good, but he could make mistakes or blunders or blame lag or...
Yeah, I guess I mostly say that just because he won the 1v1 tournament, but yeah. I also don't know who he played in that 1v1 tournament. So.
Well, if he won a tournament, I didn't play it.
He's a pretty good 1v1er though too. All right,
Was it
so
the 2008 1 vs 1?
yeah.
Really?
I assume he played a Dren. I would think a Dren played in it, but I didn't play in it, and I'm actually curious why I didn't play in it. I'm not entirely sure. Is this before?
I must not have played in it. There's no way.
Because I played in this MWC. It's weird that I didn't played? Oh, because the tournament would have been earlier in the year, I think, right? Probably around the Winter Series, like probably in the beginning of the year. I was still in the military then. That's why I wasn't quite out yet. I wasn't available. Okay, that makes sense. Any predictions you guys have for this?
I mean,
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like you were saying, I feel like this is exactly what we want to be playing and the team we want to be playing with. So hopefully we win, and the team comps are like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be shocked if like this is like such a layup. I feel for Armageddon's roster, like a tro fetch map that they should be like phenomenal on. So, and you have Kirk against Karma. I really expect to see a tro mismatch here, but we'll see. Anything can happen. It's anybody's game, right? So the trades I don't think matter too significantly here.
No, agreed.
But
It all comes down to the fetch, right?
It's going to come down to the throwing and the fetching. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And it's flag rally. Again, even though it's flag rally, it's still going to be very BC focused, I feel, on this. You know, I don't think like getting victory imminent matters that much on this or anything like that.
No, I agree. I can imagine it being one team that gets victory imminent and still losing.
Yeah. I mean, if you lose the BC fight, you're not going to be able to, like, there's no significant advantage, like, holding the last flag, having VI or whatever, right? So,
I mean, this map is just like whoever wins the trial fetch battle usually.
Yep, exactly.
Because me as like a flag rally enthusiast, I would like to see the trial split and things like that, but that's just not going to happen on this game type ever on this map.
Yeah, especially with heals.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to pick NC on this one as prediction?
Yeah, I do.
Paris wants to be the counter.
I think Paris knows the outcome.
Oh, is that what's going on here, Paris? Okay.
There's no way he picks it otherwise.
I'm 45 seconds in. I'm not convinced.
Okay. All right. I'm about to start. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, sorry. I was actually watching it too. I'm 10:48.
Well,
I've paused it at 10:48. I'm done.
Okay. All right. I'm starting.
Game on.
Oh man, you guys like a minute into it already.
Tell me when you get to 10:48. Nothing's happened.
Yeah, I stopped. Well, I just remember that, like, you said, what, it's 3-2 right now?
Yeah.
And, like, we win in the sudden death format. Like, right now in the match, NC still has to win 4 games. And we only have to win, like, I feel like if we won the next 2, we could have won. But if we lost any of these, it wouldn't matter, and we just had to win sudden death two games in a row, you know?
I mean, I feel like
if
you guys
plays
lost
the whole
this,
7. If we lose this, maybe we don't play the last couple.
That's what I'm saying. That if you guys lost this, the 7th game would be completely optional, and maybe you guys still played it for sake of whatever, but you know, it wouldn't have had to be played.
I think maybe game 7 we win from memory, but not by enough points. But I don't actually remember.
The math don't add up.
The math is not mathing.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a maths degree from uni, bro. Trust.
We got 4 games left. It's
Flag
3-2.
captured.
I think this is where the whole controversy starts, where the team wins the finals, but they win less games.
Maybe. I don't remember that, but maybe.
Oh, I'd be shocked if Armageddon actually wins 4 of the 7. That'd be crazy.
Like, I think it was 4-5.
All right, who's at 10:48?
Oh shit, I'm at 10. Let's pause again. I'm at 10:15. I totally forgot that. This is why we need everybody to be on the same.
To not be dumb.
Yeah. 10:15.
Okay, I'm going to 10:15 and stopping.
So yeah, things are just lining up right now. We'll take a little pause here while
I'm at 10:15. Yeah.
You're at 10:15. Okay. Everybody good? Everybody good?
Yep.
All right, starting. Look for the big fight going down in the middle with this tro and fetch lining up. I usually like to spread out my tro personally when I'm getting too close to enemy fetch range, just to take less damage. But yeah, let's see. Already Karma's tro, he's too pumped up. Okay, Kirk kind of had a...
Whoa,
Oh, no,
Kirk is losing that
No,
so
no,
bad.
no.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. No, he did lose his tro, though. He didn't heal it. He's still up in health, though. He's still up in health. But Kirk should have pulled out that tro. He should have saved that tro.
Either team do that? That was so bad.
Yeah, that was very sloppy tro engagement by both sides. But Kirk is still up. Oh, Kirk is still up big time.
Here, though.
Yeah, Kirk's being way more aggressive, and he's way up. He's got two green tro. Karma's tro are all at half already, so...
He needs to keep on pushing so they can't heal.
Yes, yes.
We need to push, but where's our melee? We don't have any.
I want to see this push I want to keep seeing Kirk push into this.
We're getting flanked from behind, and we have nothing.
His tro his fetch are right behind him. Yeah, Kirk's doing great. Doing exactly what he needs to do. Ooh, he's gonna take a punch. Okay, he should engage. Oh man, those tro are so red. Oh, they're so close to being stoned. He just needs to stone one of them. Yeah, Kirk's doing a great job. He's staying right on top of him, right as he should.
We're about to lose our G-Man for no reason.
Yeah, as long as you guys don't get flagged, you guys are going to win this. Oh, you guys are way up on fetch. Way up. Kirk should have fought that, actually. He could have stoned a tro right there. He turned around too fast. His fetch can stone their tro.
I feel like Karma should have almost abandoned protecting that and gone for the fetch there.
Yeah,
Agreed.
potentially.
Agreed. Which is what he's doing now, but it's too late.
It's too late. It's too late. Yeah. Kirk's got this. Kirk only made one small mistake. Well, moderate mistake in that he should have saved that retro. He should have saved that retro. Otherwise, it would have been flawless. It would have been absolutely flawless. He just needed to save the retro.
I feel like his fight at the start was so bad. His trail got like hooked up.
Yeah, it was a little bad, but the thing was, Karma had a really bad engagement too. So
no, I agree. Yeah. It worked, but I feel like it maybe shouldn't have.
Karma did kick a bunch of fetch here, and he still got away.
Yeah, we've only got one left, but they have none left.
Right. I feel like they could have defended those fetch a little bit better with the melee that they had from one tro, but
our melee was just so late getting there.
I mean, as long as Armageddon doesn't get flags, they should be fine.
Oh, this is pretty much how you expect the game to go, right?
Yeah. I expected Armageddon to just kind of smash in that tro fetch engagement for sure.
Just to push through the mid so hard.
Yeah.
Captured.
That's exactly how I expected it to play out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, Armageddon just needs to not get flagged. Their last flag is what, 2? Oh no. Armageddon's up in flags. I'm looking at the right team. Okay, NC hasn't tagged anything yet. Yeah, Armageddon looking very commanding here. Yeah, they got a Dwarf back on D. They're fine. They got a heal. Does NC have a J-Man still to save their retro or no? I don't think so. No J-Man. So that retro is basically rendered combat ineffective at this point.
Yeah, this one's pretty much a wrap.
That was great troing by Kirk. I love the aggression. He stayed right on top of him. Just setting it up for his fetchers. Even though he was down 2-3 in tro, he wasn't scared because he had the tro health and the fetch position. So
yeah, as soon as Karma started retreating with the tro, he was just out of position.
Yeah, as soon as you turn your back, it's you end up gonna take more hits and shit on your way out and everything. So yeah.
I mean, he had an initial pretty advantageous thing just killing that trial, but I think I understand what he's doing. It's running back, trying to get healed up, then reset. But Kirk was smart. It was in the face non-stop, so Karma needed to stop retreating once Kirk was playing that right. He needed to try to force a 3v2 or push up in the fetch and couldn't chase anymore.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There was a brief moment there where Karma still had a high health tro that could have kept things close, but then that ended up taking a ton of damage. Yeah.
But I mean, this isn't a surprise. This is what Kirk's known for. He's definitely one of the better trowers.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think this is, he might have been a little bit better a year or two later, but he's still pretty prime Kirk, I would say. So yeah, he did a great job there. The other thing, I really didn't, even before they engaged, I didn't like how Karma was so clumped up with his tro in range of the enemy fetch.
Yeah, he took a few needless hits.
yeah, like you're going to start taking a lot of needless damage there. That's why I was saying at that moment that I like to have my tro spread out actually when I'm getting too close to the enemy fetch range, just so I don't take as much damage. Yeah.
Credit to Paris and Zero on the fetch there too to constantly be pushing because
Absolutely.
NC did have like a melee flank on him, which they ignored, which was the right move. But there's other players that would be like, "Oh, there's melee behind me. I got to turn around," and that would have ruined the whole push.
100%, dude. Absolutely. And that's why I was saying, I was like, Kirk on Tro and Parsons are on fetch. Like, this is going to be such a strong Tro fetch push. And that's exactly what I expected to see. That was great. Yeah, them being just keep moving forward, keeping that Tro fetch combo, keeping it lined up and keep that synergy going. That was great.
Well, thank you.
Any other thoughts on this one, guys?
Well, I guess we did
No.
with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, as you say though, like when you're following Kirk, you kind of have to just keep following him. He's not going to back out. So
He
you
plays
gotta follow him.
aggressive, and that's what you need in your thrower, man.
I mean.
You need aggressive players in throwers.
Agreed, but like you have to back him up. I don't think you really have a choice. And Paris did really well.
And I just really like to see.
Right there.
We've watched.
I did nothing on that map.
We've watched this map. I don't know about the exact game type, but we watched this map on this trade. Maybe this is like the third time I think of the MWC finals we watched, and this was the very first one that we saw like a proper tro fetch push happen. I think the other ones were earlier, and you could just tell that play wasn't well understood back then. So this is like the first time I think we're really seeing proper troing and tro fetch pushes happening, which is really nice to see. This is the first dominant win for Armageddon, I would say, of the entire match, right? Like, most of their other wins were kind of close. NC had one or two, at least one, like, kind of dominant win.
Yeah, I felt like the second game we should have won handily and didn't. We were up like 10%, but we just,
Yeah, just a few mistakes here and there. But, I mean, NC was very hungry to, like, win. They were still starved for the Myth World Cup win, and they just come off that TWS, you know?
Right, yeah. And we forgot to mention that NC at this point had not yet won MWC. They had always won the off-season tournaments for, like, the last couple of years, right? So...
Yeah, well, they lost in the finals last year, yeah.
Kind of like always the bridesmaid, but never the bride kind of thing, right? So...
Right. Kept getting third places.
This was a great. I really enjoyed watching this one. This is really a good one to watch. So the match is now tied 3-3 going into the 7th game. We'll start loading that one up.
So now I'm going to vote for NC winning this.
Yeah, me too. Just based on the outcome. Yeah.
But I have this vague memory that maybe we won 4-3 and still lost. But I must be remembering a different tournament, I think.
I would love to see that because it would be such a controversy in my mind. That would just be crazy to me.
This has to be 5-4 now.
It has to be 5-4. It has to be.
Because that's the thing. It was 3-2.
Yeah, and now it's 3-3.
Yep.
Dantski says he forgot to argue with Shai about this. I assume he's talking about their trade. I'm not sure what he doesn't like about it. It seems like a very standard trade to me personally. What is this? What territories? Okay. I mean, yeah, you would normally go less souls, I guess, on this. What do you think, Asmo?
I mean, for the two trades they have, they're like completely equal. They're like slightly different. Obviously, Armageddon committed a little bit more to souls, and then NC got the one dwarf. But like in terms of trade, it's just going to come down to coordination. Yeah.
How would you trade this though? Would you go for the souls?
No, I mean I can trade this completely different, but it took me a while to get there. I'd get rid of all the souls probably, and
yeah, me too.
Just go for the late game, yeah.
Yeah, but back then,
many flags is kind of tough, right?
Back then, though, this was probably a very standard trade for this, though, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely nothing wrong with this. This is probably what was expected going into it. You can win with this trade too.
Yeah, you can for sure. Any other thoughts before we start it? I'm at 0 right now.
I like the rosters. I like the rosters both teams are using in a game deciding 7. I feel like it's close to the strongest roster for each team.
Gotcha. Yep. All right.
Yep.
Gonna start it. Here we go.
Should be a good one.
Game on.
Neither team getting the thrall to sync though.
Right, and that's the problem
surprises
with
me a
going heavy
little.
souls. Yeah, you don't have thrall then. So
Thrall is so good on this map with this many flags.
yeah, we watched quite a few of these, even in the early MWCs, and Fod captained these in the early MWCs, and he liked to always go heavy thrall, and I think they won both times they played it. So
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not a FOD fan.
okay. Here we go.
Funny,
Let's dig into that a little bit. What's up with that?
Captured.
I don't remember which year it was.
Flag
Maybe
captured.
04,
Flag
maybe.
Team lame.
So yeah, I
captured.
captained a team, and FOD joined my
Flag
team,
captured.
and we crushed a few teams. And then I think we were playing against Bia, maybe, and we were going to get our flag stolen. So I took like 2 of FOD's melee units to run back to the flag, and he just quit out of the game and suicided because I took 2 of his units.
Captured.
I did not think that would be
Wow.
something Fod would do.
I think he had a little bit of a
Flag
desire
captured.
to be in control that I did not want to give up since I was team captain.
Captured.
Gotcha.
I'm sure it was mostly my fault, right? I was a terrible person back then.
How long had you
captured.
known him as a player? Because I kind of recall.
Only for like
when I
a
was-
year or 2.
Oh yeah. All right.
That was one of the last years he played before he quit, I think, too.
I think that might have been one of the last games he played.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took like 2 of his units and he's just like, nope, I'm out.
Y-
I'm like,
y-
what the fuck?
So Nem, apparently responsible for retiring Fod forever from the game.
Possibly true, yeah. I took 2 of his warriors.
Flag
It was a
captured.
disaster.
We love you,
Flag
Fod, if you ever listen to this.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was mostly my fault.
We were still talking about interviewing him. That might still happen. I don't know, but
I wonder if he has a different recollection of that event than me.
Well, when I was bringing players up to my cousin in like the mid 2000s, you were one of the players he was able to remember Nemesis.
Oh, yeah? I did play, like, when I was in, like, first year, second year uni, I played, instead of going to classes, like, I played a lot.
Yeah. Who knows? Because he was a BNA as well, so I don't
Yeah, okay.
I don't
yeah.
I don't know the
Flag
context for
captured.
him knowing you.
what BNA name was he?
Flag captured.
I guess I would have to look at that.
Flag
and maybe
captured.
guess.
Yeah. I don't
I'd be
remember.
surprised it wouldn't be like BNA Burt or something.
Well, let's look at this game. What's going on here?
Flag captured.
NC's holding the middle hill. A lot of potential soul
I'm
fighting
sorry.
happening.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're fighting over the middle so hard.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking the same thing. You just let him have it.
Might as well abandon it.
Right?
This is the first map and game type combination I played in the finals in 2006.
Flag captured.
Yeah, not a lot
Flag
happening right now. I'm
captured.
assuming at some point teams will start spreading out. We'll see more action.
Because, yeah, I feel like we're the team that could take risks, right? We lose this, we keep playing. They lose this, they're dead.
True.
It would just decide the game so early. I think it'd be against our instinct.
No, for sure.
And you're getting rushed, I suppose.
Flag captured.
It's funny there's 2 neutral flags in the northwest still. Or
Yeah,
3,
why did I
but-
not tag
Flag
those?
lost.
That's me up there. What am I doing?
Might matter more in the late game.
Flag captured.
Whereas they have a goal tagging
Flag
all of our
captured.
backfield.
Yeah, the
Flag
backfields kind of
captured.
are important for map control in this.
I seem to be running away from a smaller force, like I'm scared.
Looks like
Flag
NC is
lost.
organizing a push.
Oh,
on that
here we
Soul
go.
Hill.
Here comes my
Flag
fight.
A
captured.
push where, Asmo?
The Soul Hill med.
Oh, yeah.
In the north, there's a huge fight.
Oh,
That is...
Oh, perfect pass. I'm so proud of myself.
I missed
yeah. Oh,
it.
you're getting a melee in the north right
I
now.
literally destroyed their entire team.
Flag
I lost like
contested.
1 unit to kill 10. Wait, we lose this game?
Flag
How?
lost.
And you did it in Australia.
Contested.
Well, their mid is having some pretty
Flag
good success right now.
captured.
But yeah, that's Karma. Karma getting doubled at, like, hard and just
Flag.
cleanly
Nakama
picked off.
only got killed by me.
Flag
Zerk
Yeah,
came too late to
yeah,
help.
you did most of the work for
Flag
sure, yeah.
captured.
Hey, whoa, I don't think
Flag
Zerk even touched him.
captured.
You're just trying to earn that 5th ball right now,
Flag
Nemesis.
lost.
Yeah, AFM. Well, we still lose this game. I'd probably
Flag
run all my units into
contested.
this white or something.
Flag captured.
Is there Sunk Whites
Oh,
on
do I? Do I actually walk into this
Flag.
white with all my
Oh,
units?
there is Sunk White.
No.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Oh, thank God I peeled some off.
Ooh, yeah, he's running you right to that white. He's running you right to it.
At least I didn't fully fall for
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah, no, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't.
Flag contested.
Armageddon up a
Flag
few percent.
Why is-
captured.
But why is that chasing me? We have
Flag
so much at the...
lost.
Like, we must have like 12%, 15% at the top doing nothing. Wait,
We have all the
24% maybe?
Stolas, but
Flag
unless they get to
captured.
work over the next 5 minutes, I
Flag
don't know how
captured.
good they're going to be
The-
holding.
yeah, exactly. The thing about winning the
Flag
soul fight is
captured.
it's not going to help you that much at the end of the game to tag flags, right? So even if Armageddon's kind of down in soul position and numbers or something, like I don't think it's going to matter that much.
I'm honestly surprised we lose this game. We have control of the entire map.
Maybe you don't.
Still
Maybe
close.
you don't know.
Minutes remaining.
Might be down to the wire.
You guys are in a way better position right now. All their units
Yeah,
are mid.
I feel like...
Captured.
Yeah,
I
Zer's
feel
in the
like I vote
backfield
enough
hard.
to win.
Cap-
Yeah, both of you in the backfield hard.
Flag captured. Flag captured.
Ooh.
Flag lost.
Kirk gets both pus goals.
Yeah, that was bad.
That could be bad. That could be really bad if he loses it. Oh, he does. He loses another one. That sucks. Okay, that's all. Well, we just lost another pus goal and a soul to it.
Flag lost. Flag captured.
Very
Flag
totally even
captured.
percentages.
I mean, Sir makes the right call. He understands how to win the game too. He says just contain mid. That's
Flag
literally what
lost.
Armin needs to do right
Yeah,
now.
totally agree. Yeah, they can get a huge flag
Flag
advantage and then
captured.
just maybe give up a couple flags to prevent sudden death and end the game early at the end. Yeah.
Flag.
I love that I'm leaving my warrior just off the flag in the
Flag
northeast to
captured.
tag at the end game.
Flag lost. Flag lost. Flag
Yeah.
lost.
Really, Armageddon's mid didn't need to engage NC's mid the entire game.
No,
and yet
no.
still tons of fighting happened anyway, but it really didn't need to happen.
Flag lost.
Yeah, we're better off being
Flag
totally
lost.
encircled. But it's still early.
Flag
Both teams over
captured.
70%, you know.
Yeah, super
Like-
super close.
Flag
NC's trying to pull off a pinch on Paris South, potentially? I don't know.
Flag lost.
Looks like they're
I
going
mean-
first round. They're pulling out now, though.
Yeah, I mean, unless they got pus to try
Flag
and
I'm
run.
surprised
captured.
Parrish is pushing so hard at that.
Me too. Yeah, he's pushing into
Flag
a soul hill.
lost.
Yeah, Paris.
So this
what
is
are you
how
what are you
we
thinking
lost.
here, Paris?
So this is
Feels
how
like we just need to
lie.
not fight.
This is how we lost.
Flag contested.
Oh man.
Flag captured.
You actually
Flag.
haven't
I don't
taken
know.
too much damage yet, so. Because the souls
Keyword.
keep shooting at your goals
Flag
instead of the warriors.
lost.
Like, it's crazy to me. Just hit the
Flag
warriors.
contested.
He still has a pus goal just
Flag
sitting there doing
captured.
nothing. What's your pus goal doing, Paris?
Flag lost.
Oh.
Relaxing.
Paris gets an interesting melee engagement here.
Flag
I mean, he loses his warriors, but his Stigs might. Oh, no, you're going to lose that Stig
Flag
fight.
contested.
He still
Yeah,
has a
I've
pus
Yeah,
goal.
you got picked off there pretty good, I would say.
Flag
Yeah.
captured.
Yeah, that's a big swing in the game,
Flag
percentage-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flag
Oh, yeah.
contested. Flag
I'm fine with the
captured.
rush there to distract them, but not at
Flag
3 minutes
lost.
left.
Yeah, there's way too much
Flag
time left. I
lost.
should have just backed completely.
Yeah.
Flag captured. Flag contested.
Like, I guess I was feeling confident on Dantski's
Flag
melee there,
contested.
but
Flag lost.
I feel like you were down melee
Flag
and you were
captured.
rushing a soldier.
yeah, right. I'm
Lost.
just like, yo, get me to sudden
Flag
death.
captured.
You want to get a few more games in this?
Ooh, Kirk loses a pus. His other pus. Okay, he does get the dwarf. The souls need to follow up. Should be able to get it.
Captured.
Like, honestly, if we
Flag
just don't
captured.
contest here with someone with a good chance, we're up by 9 flags.
It's still close. Yeah, it's still close. What is with these clump souls, Migraine? And Shy, I think. Is that Shy? Yeah. There's I don't understand the formations for souls and archers sometimes when I watch
Flag
it. Like, it should be way
captured.
more spread out.
Flag contested. Flag lost. Flag lost. Flag captured.
Yeah.
Flag captured.
I think Nemesis is alright. Like, if you go for a no contest
Flag
plan at the very end,
contested.
maybe they can pull it off. We'll see how
We're
the
up
flags go.
13 flags with 40 seconds to go. Just
Yeah.
don't feel death.
Captured.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh,
keep on
yeah.
trading flags until the very end, then step off.
Kirk gets a good melee. He
Flag
gets good melee
lost.
engagement there. Maybe.
I think
Yeah.
the souls are just
No, he
stunning.
didn't. Yeah, the
Back and
souls are
forth on it.
stunning him. You're right. Yeah. Wow, that was crazy. I thought he got a good engagement there, but the souls stunned the shit out of him.
Flag lost. 30 seconds remaining.
Oh wow,
Okay.
percents are
Flag
close.
No contest. Don't contest
Flag
Armageddon.
contested.
Don't contest, don't contest.
Flag captured.
Just walk off, walk off.
Percentages are
Flag
close.
lost. Flag captured. Flag
Oh,
Oh
they're
my
gonna
God.
contest the north. They're gonna
They're
contest the
contesting
north.
mid.
lost. Flag
Croc is
10
contesting mid
seconds.
too. No, walk off,
Flag
walk off.
captured. Flag lost.
Oh yeah, he is with his
Flag
stig.
contested.
Oh, just walk off,
Flag
guys. Walk
contested.
off. Oh,
And he literally says
no.
he says contest
Flag
question
contested.
mark. No!
Flag
No,
lost.
he should have walked off. Oh my god.
We're up by 10 flags.
That would have ended the game right there too. It would have ended it.
Flag contested.
Okay.
How do we
okay.
lose from here? We have to win
Captured.
here.
Okay.
Flag
It's no more contest.
contested.
No, there's one in the
Flag
south.
lost.
Oh, a 1v1 warrior stick. Why, Zur? What is
Why,
Zur doing?
Zur?
Why?
Zur, walk off.
What are you guys doing? Oh no! Just walk off.
And see how the
Oh
goal
my
is the goal
God.
is not helping to
Goal's
kill
not
him.
even helping exactly.
Walk
yeah.
off.
Flag.
Walk
Exactly,
off.
you're right. Yeah.
And now the game's
Contested.
over if they just
Oh
like.
my
you know
God.
what?
Wow, you
Awful
guys
to
gave
watch.
it away.
Captured.
You
Now
guys
they're
gave it away.
contesting.
Now you're contesting the south. Oh
Flag
no.
contested.
You're contesting middle.
Flag contested.
Oh
Paris.
no.
Flag
Confusing
Paris.
You
now.
guys need to just give it up. Just give the flag away. You guys are up in so many flags. Oh my god.
Oh, this is painful to watch.
Wow.
Flag
Yeah, it is.
captured. Flag
You guys are still
lost.
up huge. Oh no, it's
Flag
getting close now in
lost.
flags. Now you guys can't give up too many flags.
not
Oh
anymore.
man.
Flag captured.
Oh, you guys
we
had
did-
this.
We do win 17-8.
Flag captured.
Okay.
I told you we win
Flag
4 games to 3 and
lost.
lose on points. I told you.
Oh,
wow.
you're right.
Wow, you
I
won.
can't believe it.
Chat.
You're right. Wow.
Are you
Okay.
I
sure? You guys,
told you.
are you sure you guys were top bracket finalists?
Yeah, are you sure about that?
Oh, maybe we weren't. Wait, no, we were, right?
I feel like
Let me see if I can pull it up on the
I'm
website.
pretty sure we were. Because I think in the chat before we were like, we can lose this, who cares?
Now look at Kirk. He's saying, is that a tie? And the flags is 17-8.
Yeah.
So maybe we win on games, but the points forces sudden death.
I stepped up in the final game. It's alright. It's fine, guys.
Unfortunately, the MWC 08 site is just not very complete, and I can't really see any other information from it. Yeah. So I'm not
Well, I
sure.
remember Armageddon only loses that first match, and then from what I can tell, that first round in the finals.
Wait, no, the recent results on the right. So 7T00, is that top bracket? Right?
Because
In
that'd
recent
be-
results?
That would be
And that-
week 7.
That's
Top
what I mean.
bracket
And
would be
A
like
beat
week 5.
HOT 38-37. So we beat them in the top bracket final.
Well, that posting is from like 2009.
Oh, I see what you're looking at. Yeah, you're right.
So we beat them in round 7. So that means we had to have been top bracket finalists.
Interesting.
That is a crazy
I
controversy.
want to know what the final score is, though. Like,
Me too. I'm sure you could tally it up, but
maybe we'll find it in chat in the Sun and Death games.
It says on the left, our second finalist is Team HOT, who defeated Thundercocks in the bottom bracket final. So we were definitely top bracket, and we beat them 4-3.
Yeah, wow. That's why the point system went away. That right there.
But like, to be fair, we barely, like, this is 40%, 39%, right? The games we won, we barely won, and they crushed us in 2 games.
No, you crushed them in the keep game too. So
yeah, but we only won 5 flags to 4, right? We crushed them on percent, but we only won by 1 flag, didn't we?
That's the problem with trying to count games that count more points than other games. I really think it's a terrible system.
Especially
possibly.
Especially on flag rally, like
I mean,
for each team, like half of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like keep flag rally. It's not going to be a big disparity. Like it's always going to be like 5 flags to 4 on that. Even though you crush them in BC, it's still going to be like that. You know what I mean?
But that makes so much sense. Why we were contesting and we were asking, do we contest? We don't know if we contest or not because we weren't sure how many flags we needed to win.
You're trying to get more flags or something.
Yeah.
You already had quite a bit though, like quite a few. So yeah, I don't know.
But we won 17-8 and still lost.
We gave up so many points in the first game, and in the third game, we didn't get that many points in game 2.
Oh, was that 19% CTF win? If we had 20, it would have been good.
See, did
you see me? Did you see me at the end there? I said 1 more flag and we win.
Wow.
To me, that's the flaw in the scoring system of old, though. Like in a situation like that, at Game 7, you win 4-3, and people aren't even sure in the moment how many flags you need to win. You know, it's like
it's changing the gameplay.
You need a referee.
I see what you're saying, but
you're changing the gameplay, and now the order of the games matters tremendously too. You know what I mean? So they're not, the outcome of one game is not independent from the other. Now you're stringing the outcomes together. They impact, one game impacts the others. That's another problem with it.
But that's just how it was back then, right? So that's what we were used to.
Sure, but that's also why it's not like that anymore.
Possibly.
The system we got rid of the system, I think, for good reason many years ago.
Well, I thought it made it super interesting.
Well, the people who
that game was so tight and close still.
It was like a change of active players, you know?
Yeah,
This was a 2000s thing, and like I guess the first few Myth World Cups, but points haven't really ever been used since.
No, fair. But I haven't really played that much since.
So, given this, I'm in the next game, Tirris. We know Armageddon picked this, and I can totally see why they would pick this. Of course, they're going to pick a Tro map.
Of course, they're going to pick this. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is exactly what I would fully expect Armageddon to pick. I mean, their advantage is going to be on Tro maps. How many Tro games were there in that first 7-game series? Is it just 1 or no? There's 2.
I think there's 2. Yeah.
There's 2, but
Great Divide is one. Does the Assassin one count? Yeah.
Yeah, Great Divide. It's like technically Tro, but it's like we said before, the Tro are not super dominant on that. So yeah. All right, so we got Tirris. So this is just a good old fashioned slug BC fest, on a Tro map basically. NC gets 7 locks.
Wow,
6 locks and a mort. Yeah, pretty similar trades.
Similar teams, yeah.
Yeah, but again, like Armageddon's got Kirk and Zur on Tro. It's so monstrous. Like arguably the 2 best Troers at that time. I'm probably in the mix there too, maybe, but those guys are just monstrous on Tro at that time.
That's what I mean. Like, I would have considered myself the best Tro on my team then. Without a doubt, I would have thought that. But I didn't care because that's not what my team wanted. So, but I definitely would have argued for them.
And then you have Karma and Adren on Tro for NC. So again, and Kilgrath too. So and Liger for Armageddon too. So I see a bit of a Tro mismatch for sure. We'll see how it plays out. But any other comments before we start this one?
No, it looks pretty standard, right, so far?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to start it.
Game on.
Look to see Tro already pushes on this as well. Not quite as strong as Tro Fetch, but still very significant.
Flag captured.
Oh, Liger has one of our
Flag
trials.
captured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liger has a trial. They did. Both teams did three-way splits, which is kind of unusual on this, to be honest. Usually, you only
Yeah, I
see
just
like
wouldn't have
two-way.
expected Liger to get one, but
Flag captured.
Yeah, I thought there was. He got the FG too on the other map.
oh, I'm fine with him getting FG.
And then Kilgrath gets.
Flag captured.
Who was trowing? Oh no, Zur and Kirk on the other trow map. Yeah. Kilgrath gets a trow for LC as well.
Flag captured.
Liger's really baiting two mercs in there. Okay, he'll be fine.
Flag captured.
So Kilgrath only has the one trow. I really, you should never. I mean, this should almost be like a rule. You should never give a trower just the trow without any small melee with it. You always have
agree.
to you have to give the trower at least
a
like
bare
three.
minimum of one merc. Bare minimum one.
I mean, I would say at least three. Like,
no, I'm sure, but
yeah.
like you have to have at least one.
Yeah, like it's like you take away so many tools from the trower if you don't give him some small
100%.
melee.
Sorry, Ska.
It basically should be like illegal. You should never be able to do that. The other thing you should never do is like put Tro on a flank without RD support. That's the other thing.
Well, at least we got Why do we even have a what? Like,
So yeah, now we're gonna see the lockers. We're gonna see how Armageddon's lockers match up against NC's lockers. You got Chickenwire in the north and Paris in the south. Paris has got good positions, already kind of crossed.
oh, I'm just mid on my own.
Okay, Kirk, yeah.
I just destroyed mid. Get rolled.
Oh yeah. I was wondering where that would happen. Whose lock was that? Did you see it?
No, I didn't see whose I killed. I mean, it should have been a trade, but I managed to block it.
Armageddon pushing on both flanks. Very significant aggression. Which,
Oh, I'm pushing mid hard too.
yeah, really all flanks. Yeah, Armageddon being aggressive. And Armageddon's just a very aggressive team, especially on Tro. So it makes sense. Zur, his Tro need to help Paris a little bit here. He's getting a little too out of range of Paris, I feel. Surprised that Dren didn't go for at least one kick on Paris there, but Kirk ends up eating a little bit of a lock shot on his two mercs. Loses a merc.
What time are you at? I had to step away for a second.
8:35.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a nice push in the north.
Yeah, North just finished crossing. But most of the fighting has yet no big engagements yet.
Flag captured.
A really nice Troardi push by Liger. Liger's trying to bait the mercs forward to set up some lock shots for his lockers. Really like that Troing by Liger. And he ends up getting a couple mercs.
Man, that's aggressive in the south.
Yeah. And they got souls on them now, which could be significant. The souls
I would say the Parisons are
Flag
two of our most
captured.
aggressive players. But that's,
Yeah.
even for them, this is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Agreed.
Flag lost.
The NC's got a bit of an advantage in the south with the soul support there. They can try to use those souls to zone out Zur's Tro. Oh! Nem, you had another shot on, I think that was Ghengis' lock. So Nem
now
ends up
the mid
cleaning
is
up
just mine.
both mid
Yeah.
locks.
Yeah.
NC's middle is just completely collapsing. Ooh, Kirk almost tried to thread that lock shot
Flag
through.
captured. Flag captured.
Nem has basically
Flag
got control of
contested.
mid. Now, Nem does need to be a little bit careful he doesn't get
Flag
Tro rushed
lost.
here.
Flag
So I'm trying to get my souls on
engagement
the hill as
in the
quick as
north.
possible.
contested.
Engagement in the north. Oh, Karma's Tro gets trapped.
Flag contested.
Oh.
Flag contested.
Oh, wow, that was big.
Flag captured.
Karma loses a whole full health Tro. He was actually up in the Tro engagement too, but ends up losing the full health Tro.
Yeah.
I didn't see where that lock died. Nem is just, man, you're just cleaning up that mid. Now all the souls are dying. Like, Nem just destroyed that middle. I think it was 2 players there too. I think it was Ghengis and somebody else.
Yeah.
It's like a 2v1 and you just crushed it. Kirk really needs to try and get back with his Artie support and try to set up another Tro Artie push. Starting to get a little too inefficient with his Tro health.
Captured. Flag
The
contested.
South hasn't had too much of a big engagement yet. And
Which
now,
surprises me.
Yeah, me too. And Nem, your force is starting to get into the South. You got to be a little bit careful
that
here.
chance to pinch. Yeah.
Try not to get Tro rushed. Ooh, you take a big lock shot. Yeah.
Watch out. Oh.
Really like Zer's troing. He's doing a nice job setting up lock shots for his guys too.
I think Arma just needs to be careful south though. Let the north win, because you gotta finish
Flag
north.
lost.
I agree. The north and the middle are winning. Just give them time. Okay, they trade locks in the north. Oh no, Kirk ends up cleaning up the north. Nice job. Oh, they're gonna trade locks though. Yeah, Kirk or Kilgrath's gonna clean up too. Kind of a trade in the north. Kirk's slightly ahead in Tro health.
Yeah.
Armageddon looking like a fairly decent advantage, I would still say. Even though the percentages look equal, the north and middle kind of were one. So
Flag contested. Flag captured.
I like.
I'm going to help north. They don't need it. Yep.
Yeah, right.
Changed my mind.
Yeah. I think you ate that lock shot and you're like, nope, that hurt too much. I'm gonna get out of here. I really like how Zer turned off the aggression when he needed to. You know what I mean? Like he's just been kind of holding as he should, and he's setting up lock shots for his guys.
Yeah, Liger's getting too aggressive here. He literally just needs to keep him bottled in the south and avoid the souls.
What does Liger have again?
A Trow. He keeps on running the Swearengen, taking damage for no reason.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Flag lost.
Yeah, he should just look for... Honestly, those souls on the hill in the south are susceptible to being Tro rushed.
Lost.
340.
Flag captured.
Paris, I really like... you handed one of your locks to Enigman, but you've been, I think, doing pretty good with the locks this game so far. You like to spend your mana a lot, I see. Ooh, Enigman shoots himself. Ooh, yeah, Liger taking unnecessary damage, I agree. That was completely unnecessary. I mean, all he did was push the souls off the hill, but I don't think that really accomplishes much. If you couldn't finish it. Oh, Zer is going to set up a big lock shot here.
Ooh.
Oh, they block it.
Yeah.
Flag contested.
Ooh, Zer, don't let your locker die. Oh, I mean, at least he punished it. He stayed on top of it. Nice throwing by Zer. He got some damage at least for it.
Flag.
Well, Liger just lost his entire Trow to kill.
Yeah, that was really bad throwing by Liger.
Still close.
I liked Liger's aggression in the north in the beginning, and then everything after that, he just took too much damage.
Yeah.
Flag captured.
Really great throwing by Zer so far. I mean, he let his locker die, but it's almost actually a smart play, because it's like 2 minutes left, the locks are starting to matter less, and he ends up getting some Tro health for it, you know?
Captured.
It was worth it. He got like 4 punches in.
Yeah, I think it was worth it too, yeah. Especially because there's only 2 minutes left, so.
He's only going to get another 3 or 4 fireballs or fire rings.
Right.
Flag contested.
Oh, who's that? Paris, nice lock shot.
Really nice from Paris.
Flag lost.
Zer's gonna go for it now.
Flag contested.
Okay, Nemesis coming in to reinforce this. That's nice.
Flag
Zer's gonna get some punches. Nice job. Yeah, Zer's starting to overpower
Flag
the South
contested.
now.
This should be 6 flags to nil, really.
I would think so too.
Flag lost. Flag contested.
Nice. Yeah. Zer has
1
great
minute
throwing this
remaining.
game.
Flag contested. Flag
Nem
lost.
kind of taking a risky lock shot there. Hit you guys a little bit and you're on lock. Oof.
Flag lost.
Juke lock shot.
I'm raging.
Oh, we won mid just.
Flag
You're
captured.
gonna be able to clean that up in the South, I think.
30 seconds remaining. Flag captured.
Fuck you, Nem.
Flag lost.
No, I don't think it's gonna be
Flag
6-0 now.
captured.
5-1.
Oh, sorry, Paris, I shot you.
Is there still points in the sudden death in the rules back then?
Sudden death wouldn't change it.
No,
Still
sudden
be
death is just
flag.
first to win 2 games.
Contested.
Yeah.
Sudden death.
That's what I thought, yeah, that's what I remember.
Flag captured.
Oh, you meant for MWC finals?
Yeah,
Game over.
No, that was win, tie, loss.
yeah. Yeah. Well, that's about how I expected it to go. Like, Armageddon just got way better throwers, you know, that's what it comes down to. And better, like, lockers, too, like, just BC fighters on throw maps in general, I would say. Nem, yeah, man, you had a great game there with the middle. That was really nice.
That's a pretty high level game though. There's a lot of like battles there that was fought pretty well by both teams.
Agreed.
Especially in the South. That was like a tough fight and no one really made massive mistakes until pretty late.
Agreed. The sloppiest fight was middle by NC. Like, I think that was a 2v1 against them, and them cleaned up both of them pretty fast and hard. Like, that shouldn't happen. But yeah, that was the only sloppy part. Both the flanks were pretty high level fought. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like a really close, fun series to watch, to be honest.
Yeah, there's still one more.
Oh my god, I cannot believe NC ends up picking a tro map. It's so crazy to me. Oh my god, like they're just feeding it. They're just like feeding the dragon here, you know? Like, oh my god.
And my favorite part about this is because everyone tells me not to captain, the team told me to captain the final game.
NC just kind of showing a lack of self-awareness on this pick, I feel like. Why would they pick Tro if that's clearly their weakness and Armageddon's strength? It's just wild.
Well, last man on the hill here though, in my opinion, I don't understand why it's picked like so much. Like to me it's super imbalanced and NC does have the imbalanced star.
Yeah, the northwest star
It's like
comes out
so
advantage.
unbalanced, I don't understand why.
Yeah, because if the southeast team tries to arty fight from those middle hills, like they're gonna get wrecked. Yeah.
Now we're gonna see some Nemesis captain in here.
So Karma throwing again. Karma just the primary thrower for NC the entire match, and then Kirk also. Kirk seems to be the favored thrower even over Zer, but both are like super
100%.
qualified throwers. So why do you say 100%? You preferred Kirk's throwing over Zer's?
Well, it's just that's how it was. He was definitely the chosen one.
Yeah. I'm surprised Zer didn't put up a little bit of a fight over that.
But like I said, like I wanted the Trow as well, and other people probably wanted them. But it's just how it was, and no one really cared. We were all happy to play our part.
I mean,
I was so happy to captain the last game and have my color chosen there.
The way I always treat it is if you have like two or three like great throwers, like I'll give it to like one player, and as long as they keep dominating, like if
Exactly.
they're hot, they're hot. Just let them go on their streak.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm paused at 0. The trades are like super standard on this. You're never gonna really see much difference, I don't think.
Well, I was actually chatting about that in the thing. Everyone was like, "Don't get more," and I'm like, "You have to." I've got max everything, and I still have
Yeah,
to get
usually
more.
you get a few malls. It's a pretty standard
Well,
trade.
you have to, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's no reason for predictions on this. We know Armageddon's gonna win. So, and it's a tro map. I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise.
I feel like this one might be a demolition from Emily. Like, I feel like we might just absolutely steamroll them.
It would not surprise me in the least, because like your most dominant wins were both of the tro games. I don't think that's a coincidence. You know what I mean? Like the keep.
I mean,
and
Fetch as well. I feel like Fetch was almost our best unit.
Fetch too. Yeah, exactly. Fetch and locks, like the BC arty that goes with tro often. Like you guys are like just great at those units too. So yeah.
And we don't want to choose any map that's got pus on it because we don't choose it.
Right. All right, you guys ready to start it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right, going.
Game on.
Yeah, I've so far I really enjoy watching like great troing. So I've been a pleasure watching Kirk and Zer's troing, very high level. And yeah, I mean I hate to say it, but you can see the mismatch with Karma's troing.
Well, it makes them look even better.
Yeah. That was always a bit of a sore spot for the NC teams, was finding like just higher level and more aggressive trowers. Which is why I'm so shocked that they picked this as the tournament deciding game. They pick a tro map. It's just wild.
I wonder if they picked the last one and we picked
Flag
this.
captured.
Well, if you guys
Either way, why would they choose the other one?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, I hear you. But I thought the top bracket finalists get the first pick. That's what I always thought.
Yeah, okay.
And I know we would have picked Tro Terry's. We were playing it like every night.
Yeah,
But I also feel like we would have picked this pretty fucking high too.
I also would have expected NC to pick like something not so BC focused. I mean, even just throwing aside, like something more strategy focused, you know. So
traditional light flag rally is what I think they probably should. Pick.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, Kirk takes 2 spears, trying to show off. Takes 2 spears.
Oh, this is interesting. NC's doing like some pretty aggressive stuff in the East, so maybe it's going to play out differently than that traditional game here.
But look at what they're trying to do. Like the trees block that cliff, and the souls are trying to go up it. It's very awkward, I feel.
I mean, I'm not saying I love it, but it's probably not going to be a last minute fight on heal, I'm guessing, because of this.
Usually when you do a flank like that, you can only do it on one side on this map because trees block it's like what, the south side? Yeah, for both starts.
I mean, the dwarfs are pretty good for them up there, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is though, they can get rushed. The trees will block the souls for the tro that rushes them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, they gotta be careful because like those trees kind of block the soul protection for the Morts and Zerks there. Kirk could rush that potentially.
Also, NC's fetch or split because of how this push has played out so far.
Yeah.
Flag captured.
This is a very awkward game.
It is actually very awkward, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Look for the tro fetch combos. Right now, Armageddon's gonna be careful because their fetch are not really with their tro. Okay, NC looks like they want to go for it. They look like they really want to push this. The morts are going to be crucial to defend against those fetch that are flanking around. Okay, here he goes. NC's really... They're in the position to try and push with their tro fetch here. I mean, they got the position. I don't know if they're going to go for it because Armageddon's got the morts right there on the high ground. Could be pretty risky.
Bottling up.
Okay, I don't think they're going for it. They're backing up now.
Flag low.
Maybe they
I
want
got
to
a little
just...
pinch mid.
Maybe they want to like hold this and I would like to see NC's morts try to hit the middle because they got that. Ooh. Oh, the fetcher going in. Oh, bold. That is bold. Okay, let's see what they got. They got a tro fetch push. Their tro are out front. Kirk's got to be careful not to go to like bait into it. Souls need to be like really trying to defend tro fetch pushes too. I don't like how many souls are not defending NC's tro right now. We only got like Enigman's 4 souls on NC's 3 tro. That's not enough souls to defend that.
Well,
okay, they got the position.
I
NC's
just
kind of
killed
pushed.
a fetch with souls.
Did you? Nice. NC's kind of got the position on Armageddon now. Ooh, big mort shot. Oh, it dudded.
Oh, dudded.
Oh, Enigman had a big mort shot. Might have killed 2 fetch and it dudded.
Yeah, that's big.
And that was a Dren's fetch. Dren can't be bitching about duds on that one.
The 2 fetch to the east are just out of the fight now, though.
Ah,
True.
Wes,
game.
what's our trail doing? We're just gonna get all of our fetch kicked?
Yeah, agreed.
Ooh,
What the heck is
what's
going on?
Kirk doing?
Kirk is doing... Kirk,
Oh,
sleep at the wheel. Also, Soul's asleep at the wheel. 2 fetch down. That's big. Armageddon not looking good, actually, right now.
We're only down 1 fetch. It's not too bad, but yeah.
Oh, you're only down 1? Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's what I was saying. 4 souls is really not enough to defend those tro. If there was like 8 souls there, it'd been a lot harder for the tro to push in like that.
5 minutes remaining.
Oh, I killed another fetch for free.
That's wild that that's wild that you're getting fetch kills with that soul spider pack.
You could probably take their soul hill maybe at this point.
Again, you see how awkward it is for them to try and fight from that flank? It just doesn't work because the tree's there. Oh, Kirk's setting up the tro fetch push for middle right now. He's going into a lot of souls. This is really bold here. Ooh, and then Karma tries to counter, but his fetch are not with him. Oh, this is so wild.
What are our Zerg doing? Protect the... What?
Yeah. Why is Liger Zerk's not protecting the... Oh my god, Liger Zerk's just not protecting
We
the
just
fetch.
got them all kicked.
Oh my god, Liger asleep at the wheel. Oh, this is a very sloppy game, I must say.
From both teams,
Kirk,
yeah.
From both teams. Kirk taking heavy tro damage.
Like both
There's
teams
just...
playing for sudden.
There's not enough...
Chicken.
There's not enough fetch now with either tro to do a tro fetch anything.
We have 1 fetch left.
Oh, NC still got 4 fetch. All of Adren's fetch are still alive. They need to set up a tro fetch. Karma needs to He's got Tro health advantage and fetch advantage. How does NC lose this?
How does NC lose this?
They should not be able to lose this. Karma needs to reset, get with his fetchers, and set up another Tro fetch push.
We're up a hell of a lot of melee, so maybe we just stall to the end and then rush.
Yeah, that's my guess. They'd probably
Because
play
like
for the end game.
we're down everything except for melee.
Yeah, this is wild. Like the percentages are a lot more even than it looks because
Yeah, but a
Kirk's
lot of
got a
ours
red
are
Tro.
tied up with Soulless and spiders and things too.
Right. Yeah, no, Karma's got a big Tro health advantage right now. I didn't like Kirk's play there. He was a little bit too far ahead of his fetch. He didn't set up an effective Tro fetch combo there.
I like what NC's doing here. They're shifting north, so they're not pushing straight into those high.
Yeah, they want to retake the flank. I agree. That's really smart. They're using the clock that they have to get position again, improve their position, which is exactly
they're
what
up
they should do.
full
Ludi
fetch.
Why is Ludi separated from the whole game? He's so confused.
Okay, now they're up 3 fetch.
Yeah.
That was awkward.
Oh, nice pick off by Paris, I think.
Yeah, that was big.
Got a fetch. The fetch count is getting a little more even. One of the fetches out of the fight too.
Yeah.
Kirk has got to try and fight this from a Tro health deficit now. It's not... I don't know. Should have NC just stayed middle and just run the timer out? They had the advantage for the end game.
No, I think I agree.
Like, what are they doing now? Now they're fighting from the south. Like, they should have... Why'd they give up their hill? I don't get it. I mean, they didn't give it up, but... Okay, now Karma's away from his fetch. Like, this is a huge mistake.
I mean, I think the push that they did is fine, but yeah, Karma needs to be with this fetch and making them all clump. Him splitting right now, their fetch are going to do nothing in game now.
Yeah, this is a huge... This is how they lose it right here, because he's leaving his fetch.
Like, this fetch can't do anything without the drive.
Oh, with 1 minute left, he's left his fetchers. I mean, this is a huge blunder. I mean, he doesn't understand Tro fetch combos at all.
1 minute.
Yeah.
As a Troer, you would never do this. You would never ever do this.
He runs die. Yeah, it's over now.
Oh wow! So this is how NC loses this. That is wild.
Paris can still damage this game. Seems like
Flag
he had a lot
contested.
more shoves.
It's so crazy that you didn't see a single... There was plenty of opportunities, but you didn't see a single effective Tro fetch push
Contested.
the whole game. Oh, really nice Tro micro by Kirk. Oh, wow. Now he's evened it up completely. He's still got 2 dead red Tro. Oh, that's game. I mean, shit. Karma, I see what you mean, Asmo, but... They also could have just stayed mid and just juggered Armageddon off the flag with a stronger Tro fetch push at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just thought that they'd be fighting with less heals with their shifts. But I mean, their team is fully shift though. I thought Ludi should have gone with them.
Game over.
Wow, that is a wild... Sloppy game. Very sloppy on both sides.
Paris did have a big game.
I honestly have...
Morts.
What did you have for units?
Me? I had like 6 Soulless and 6 Spiders and got 18 kills. I have no idea how.
Nah, you had more than that. It was more... It was just Spiders and Souls, but it was a higher count than that, I think.
I had more at the start, but I gave them to someone else who lost their units.
Yeah, probably. Karma leaving the fetch at the end there was pretty crucial. Like, the moment he left the fetch is when it was game over. Like, if he had just stayed with his fetch, they were still in it. You know what I mean?
When they're up 5 fetch to 1, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, they were pushing uphill, but they still would have had a Tro fetch advantage. It still could have worked out well.
You can't really split up when you're already down, like, a whole nother half percentage of what you have left.
He seemed to panic and wanted to defend the rest of the team that was on that mid hill, but it just took him completely out of position and he didn't understand the priority there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
in hindsight, if you're NC there, I think you group all your fetch, because actually one of their fetch was split from the
Right.
other one, if you didn't notice it. So
Yeah, I
you
saw.
give like a Dren 3 fetch, and then give 2 other players 1. The other 2 players focus on blocking the mort shots during the push, and just let their Dren focus in on the damage.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Wild game.
Fun series.
That was maybe the most enjoyable MWC finals we've covered yet. I don't know. What do you think, Asmo?
Yeah, it was definitely one of the better ones. 2007 was actually a really good one too. These recent ones have been both really competitive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the '07
'07
one
was
was
good
great to
too.
watch.
'07, '08, '09, like that era it's just, I don't know, that was some solid MWC finals, I feel. That was a really nice era back then.
Yeah, good games.
I feel like this series definitely had the best micro up to this point. Players were doing some like pretty good micro in these little skirmishes.
I liked the trowing for the most part too. I think it was the best trowing we've seen so far.
Yeah, for sure. Joan,
I'm sure
one of the
Kirk will
best
be
of
happy
this
to hear
point.
that.
Yeah. And everyone was like hungry for MWC fresh off like the previous tournament. Like this era of Myth was fairly active.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Post
Yeah.
Bungie era, you
A
know.
lot of people's like primes in terms of BC skills were around this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before everybody got old and stopped caring as much.
Because, yeah, I would have been 24, 25 back then. I definitely played a lot.
Yeah, and then suddenly there's no games.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, I don't remember if it's like '05, '06 era, but you, Nemesis, you and Blom would host like these freaking late night 2-team games like every night.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, I remember some of those. Good host for an Aussie host. Better than Tibbo.
Without a doubt, yeah. That was such good nostalgia.
Yeah, it was fun. I gotta wake up early tomorrow, you know, so it was worth it though.
I'm curious, why did Armageddon not reform again the next year? What do you guys think?
Well, like I said, I'm not even sure if I played '09. That might have been like when I was packing up, ready to go on my world adventures. So I'm not sure if I played that year.
I think Kirk
Zer
didn't
and
play either.
CW are in the finals.
Right, yeah, I remember that.
They're on Thundercocks, but we were
But I mean,
on
that could have
the
also been why. If Chickenwire wasn't coming back, it wouldn't have held our egos in check.
like I think '09, me, you, Enigman, Rabican, maybe
Oh, is that the
Liger.
year we played with Rab?
Yeah, we were like a Mongolian deathworms, and I think we lost in like game 5 of the bottom bracket finals.
That sounds familiar. That actually does sound familiar.
Yeah,
That's so weird to me that Chickenwire and Rab were not teaming together 2 years in a row like that.
so Rab wasn't on that Thundercocks team that you beat then.
No, I don't think he was. Terry was, but not Rab. Mm-mm. I'm
I wouldn't
curious
be.
why that is.
Oh yeah, because well, it was just because I had asked him to join MDW, I guess.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Did he
I mean,
captain for you
NT.
guys?
Ah,
I would assume it's similar to Chickenwire. He probably captained
he
half the
might
games or
have.
something from memory.
Yeah, in the game we lost, I remember he had mid-tro or something, and it ended up getting fried.
Who had Mitro?
Rab.
Oh,
I
okay.
do recall Rab having a very bad game in one of them, yeah.
But he's so like rusty by then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no shade.
Oh,
Rab's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, Rab was still really great in 06. 06, he beat me in a 1v1 turn in that big 1v1 tournament. So he was quite solid back then.
Yeah, he knows
Was that the
how to move.
Shaister? Was that the Shaister
Yeah,
tournament?
yeah, the Shaister tournament, the one that you did second against
Lost to
Chohan.
Cho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rab would pick. He would do all these Terry's picks. He would try to do the macro game to win his 1v1s, and he was quite good at it. He beat me, and but I was getting probably a little flustered because I was trying to do just everybody. Normally, everybody pick the last man on the hill for a 1v1, right, and just do a BC fight. But yeah, he made it more
No, I
interesting.
always chose flag rally and shit.
Oh, that's right. I think yeah. I remember you doing that too. But it was not common. It was you and Rab. Not too many players would do that. Yeah.
You pick Territory's demise.
That's right. Yep. Rab picked that. Yep.
Yeah, many
I think
different ways to play Myth.
I think I remember in the finals, the first pick Cho picked Killing Grounds, and then for my pick I picked Killing Grounds to get it back because he won the first one.
Did it work?
Yeah, I think I won the game too.
What were this 1v1 tournaments? Were they best out of 5s, or how were they set up?
Yeah, I think they were maybe best out of 5 to the final, and then best out of 7, or maybe first to win 7 in the finals. I don't remember.
I thought they were first to win 5 or something like
Yeah,
that.
first to win
but
5
win by
and
2.
then first to win 7 in the finals. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you had to win by 2 because there's alternating picks. Yeah.
I definitely missed there being more players that are high-level BC, because I feel like in this series you could see that there's a lot of good BCers, and nowadays that's just lock in. You don't get enough practice to be at your highest level anymore.
Yeah,
In terms
agreed.
of BC.
That tournament was so stacked though. That had all the best players in it. I think I had to beat Adrenaline and Thierry and Shaister to make the finals.
Oh yeah, that 1v1. Yeah.
That tournament was so stacked.
Oh yeah, that was I think the most stacked 1v1 tournament probably of all time. Yeah, I mean because you still had you had Chohan, Shaister, Thierry, and I all in that tournament, plus several other big names. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and I knocked out Shaister and Thierry, so it's fine.
Dang, I sort of want to say knocking out Thierry. That's a big deal to me. He's freaking good at 1v1.
oh yeah, Thierry.
I think he was considered favorite going into the tournament.
I believe that.
I think Chohan was ranked.
It would have been
second.
Chohan or Thierry. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'd say 1v1 is Thierry's best aspect of Myth. He's very good at it.
Personally, what I remember from that tournament was that Chohan was the favorite personally, but I'm sure it doesn't surprise me if some people thought Thierry was the favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, this definitely makes me feel like playing some Myth, I gotta say. It's still hands down probably my favorite game ever.
Yeah,
you can still get good games, but you sort of need it to do organized. Otherwise, you're just going to be log on and be disappointed.
But even logging on and getting disappointed would be fine for me right now, right? I just have that nostalgia.
Yeah, you can come see the ranked server, bagrada.net.
Oh, I have to make an account? Ugh.
You just have to send a message on Discord.
Yeah,
Copy.
Easier than ever.
I'll send you an invite to the server. I don't even know if you're on there.
Probably not.
Nem, do you remember what your seed was for the Shaister tournament? Because the only reason I remember it, because it's easy for me to remember, because I placed 8th and I was seeded 8th, so I just remember it was just I ended up placing exactly what I was seeded as. Do you remember what your seed was that tournament?
Around that as well, I might have been 7th or 9th. That was around that mark.
I would have thought you were seated right next to me, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because that was when I just got good internet, so people still didn't respect. I mean, not that I think that I was as good as Cho. I mean, I did, but now in hindsight, not that I think I was as good.
Paris, did you play in that 1v1?
It's when we all messaged Shaister the rankings.
Yeah, everybody voted. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Did you play?
was probably in top 12 or 16 then.
Yeah, okay. Sounds about right.
Yeah, what year was that? That's
06. It's like,
That might be like the first few games when I'm finally playing on like a cable internet.
okay. Yeah, I got DSL. I wasn't quite on cable. Like, DSL is definitely better than dial-up. So that's a big jump up. But
Oh
that's
yeah.
like, there's another jump between DSL and cable, I think, too. Yeah, I remember 05 when you got me on SM. That was my first DSL year, and that like it like added a ball like automatically when I upgraded the internet. Yeah, so it was big.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was on dial-up for that.
Oh,
And
brutal.
we're playing against like teams from Japan, and they just happen to
Hmm.
be hosting fucking games.
That's
Oh boy.
right.
Hey, those were
700.
my favorite Japan hosts. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Pretty good year though. Yeah, it's weird watching myself play as a teenager, I'll tell you that.
You did really well in 2 of those games, like really well.
Yeah, there was
Hey,
just
I think I only did well in 2, maybe 3 games as well. We were just like that team, like you said at the start, where any one player could step up and have a good game.
yeah. I think you
Yeah.
both had a good match, by the way. I mean, I only saw like maybe one blunder for each of you the whole match or something like that. You know, which is like that's still a really great match. Like usually it's not uncommon to see like 2 or 3 bad games from a player in a 7 or 9 game series. So yeah,
I was pretty unhappy with my play in a couple of games because I walked around, did nothing until we lost. I didn't really do anything. I didn't commit or contribute. So there was no error. I just didn't really contribute at all.
Well, that was part of it too, where there's some mind games behind it, where I think, people are trying to provoke you to push them and get into bad traps. And for the majority, at least after we got our asses kicked in the first few games, we kind of stayed out of getting into traps.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. We were super lazy on Drowned Empire.
Very lazy.
Like, to understand that only went to sudden death over one single point is definitely interesting.
Yeah. But it was
agreed.
interesting to win 4 games to 3 and still go to SD.
Oh,
Well,
could you imagine the controversy if you guys ended up
If
losing
we
to
lost
SD?
SD,
Oh my god, that would have been
yeah.
terrible.
yeah, that would be crazy. Oh, wait, so we won 4 games in a row there at the end.
Yeah, we did.
So, with the 2007 series, was that 3-4?
No, we lost. I think we lost we lost the was Anal Bleachers lost. I mean, we won on games, but lost on points, or lost on points but won on games. One of the two.
Oh, that was in
But
like
that
bottom
wasn't the
bracket
finals.
finals.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, myth history.
How is it? Is it weird watching yourself play like from what like how 16 or whatever years ago? Is it like
Yeah.
are you thinking to yourself like what the hell am I thinking here kind of thing sometimes?
Yeah, some of the things I typed and some of the things I did, I'm like, why did I do that? For sure.
Yeah, there's so much going on in the map, and then like with just stuff that people are saying or stuff I'm saying that it's like, oh, that's what that memory is from.
Yeah.
My team's name was Nancy's Finest, and that's like one of my friend's mom.
But yeah, I remembered maybe 10% of that at most. It's surprising how little of that series I actually remembered.
Does it after watching it did like some of it come back to you and like
Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah
100%.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. I forgot Karma made that many mistakes though.
Oh, 100%.
Uh,
Well, I guess at the
yeah
time, like you're focusing on what you're doing, so you don't see some of the plays that your team made or some of the mistakes the enemy made.
And so is he on the 09 team that wins, right?
no, I don't think
He's
so.
on Thundercocks.
Maybe I'm not sure. I don't remember. I guess I could look right real quick right now.
He,
I
he
just
went
feel
in,
like,
he wins in 2010 with NC.
Oh, he was with like Team Happy Face or something the other year, maybe.
Yeah, he was on the 09 team that I played against. So he was on NC. He was on Teacox.
Darkhawks.
Yeah.
He was probably most hungry for that win.
Oh, why do you say that?
Well, you go into that finals a year later, and you're like, "Yo, I can remember that shit that happened last year." You know, like in 2006, I have a pretty good game on Barons, but we get smacked on every other game. You know. But so like going into the 07 finals, that's in the back of my head to like play smarter than I did the year before. You know?
Yeah, I definitely had those sort of memories where you're like, I let the team down last time, so this time I'm gonna play smarter for sure.
Yeah. And I was only like 16, 17 at the time, just spending the evening with adults.
It just never felt like that. You always felt more mature than some of us, to be honest.
Yeah, I have older family. I grew up with like older people.
Nem and Par, are there any other years in any other MWC finals that you guys were in that you might be interested in coming back for?
I'd happily come back for the one that I feel we won, but was that 2019?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because we
Okay.
definitely won that.
Yeah, there's some drama behind it. You should bring me there too. I was
let's
stoked for
let's
that.
dig it all up all over again.
Shit. Yeah, the oligarchy TO operation.
It's funny. Like, I'm more enthusiastic about the myth drama for the years that I wasn't around, so I can't be associated with any of it.
All right.
You can't just leave and schedule the sudden death the next week. Come on now.
Yeah, that was some whack
If you got
shit.
the TO on your team, you can.
Yeah, I guess so.
You had the TO and you had Garnish. You had the chip.
Was Garnish on the team?
Yeah, the TOs were me, Rat King, and Garnish. So like,
Oh, really? Gotcha.
I said no extension. Rat King said extension, and Garnish was like, we should extend. It's like, oh fuck.
I was there for that drama. That was.
But we
The
told them
sudden death ended up being
there's no
trash.
way we're turning back. We're not coming back next week. And they're like, okay, we'll take the free win. Bye.
Yeah, and we had like half our team show up.
Yeah, the
I
sudden
think
death
we
was
were with like
real.
3 players or something, right?
Yeah, we
It's
replaced
like a
quite a
bunch of
few.
subs. It wasn't even a real game.
The thing is, if you look at myth history, has there ever been a record of it working out well when you postpone finishing the tournament after it should be finished? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's been tried multiple times. And I don't think it's succeeded a single time.
That was ultimately the deciding factor for that 2019 tournament to see its way through, rather than just being another 2005.
Oh,
Right.
you know what we should do? I mean, Rat King's on in 2 weeks probably. He's part of 2019. We could do
Uh-oh.
if you want to stir up some drama.
Oh, I mean, there's not much to the drama. The facts are the facts.
Yeah. We were the better
So,
team, and they ran
I,
away.
so I was on the opposing team. I disagree with you guys. Like, yes, the sudden death thing was dirty, but we won the freaking grand finals leading to sudden death. So it's like you guys.
Correct.
So
Even better.
you know,
So, like, why did you want to keep the hot streak going?
the sudden death thing was dirty, though. I will not defend that.
Like, we
Asmo,
could have
can
ended it
you?
right there
Well,
if you were
I
so
mean,
good. That's
I don't want
just
to get ahead of the 2019 episode, but like, what was? I wasn't around, so I keep hearing like a little bit of tidbits of what the hell happened, but like, why did the sudden death just not get played? I don't understand.
No, it did get played a week following, but it wasn't real. Like NC didn't want to show up because we sort of screwed them on not finishing the match originally the week before. So they showed up with like maybe 3, 4 dudes and then like a bunch of random scrubs that weren't even that good at the group.
No.
Right?
I understand it got finished eventually, but why didn't it get finished
Oh,
immediately after the
originally?
7 game series? Yeah.
I think it
So
was just Rat King, right? Rat King had to go, and
yeah.
he's like, I'm leaving. My team's coming with me. And we're like, what the fuck?
yeah.
I don't want to throw him under the bus. He can defend himself when he's here in a few weeks, but it was mostly Rat King. I think he had some probably wife aggro going on, you know.
Okay.
So it's
I thought he was
like,
just going to some party. I'm like, what the fuck?
nah, I'm pretty sure he can correct the story. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure his
yeah,
wife aggro is what I remember.
we'll wait until he's on. But it just sucks because it's like sudden death's just 2 more games. It's like 15, 20 minutes. Like you could be done. You know what I mean? Like yeah, it just sucks. It could potentially
Yeah, I
2
think, like,
games. It could go on longer, but potentially 2 games.
because I think we were
Um,
like, we can postpone it 2 weeks and we can turn up, but like we had like uni exams or something the week after, and we're like, we can't show up. You can't play it then, and they're like, that's why we're playing it. Okay.
It was revenge for Fod. You got Fod retired by taking his 2 orders.
Oh
We had to
shit!
retire Nemesis and Paris stuff.
Oh,
Flood from the grave.
Oh man.
I was such a bad person back then.
We were on Team Care Bears.
That is true. I did love Team Care Bears.
I wonder where the No Mercy guys went. Oh, I
Yeah, I'm
guess
not sure.
Garrick's still around.
Before we wrap up the episode, guys, does anybody have any closing final comments about anything?
Armageddon was a great team. It was a good time. Good Myth World Cup, and it's fun to just see the wild times we had on Myth some 15 or so years ago.
Yeah, 100%. Just pure nostalgia. I loved it. Yeah, Armageddon was just such a team. No other team I was ever on felt like a team. That it just felt like we had each other's backs at every turn, and we trusted each other.
Yeah, I don't think like that Armageddon team and that '06 Thundercocks team. I had very similar experience where that team is just getting doubted, but then it's performing, and you're just taking all that shit talk and turning it into fucking fuel.
Yeah, but I mean, normally I got shit talked every tournament, and it was warranted, to be fair. But like in that tournament, it just felt like we just didn't even listen to any of it. Not like it fueled us per se. I just feel like we just ignored it.
Yeah, we were already going 100 miles per hour, man.
Yeah, true. It's hard to step it up from there.
Yeah, good games.
Couple questions. Was there
Yeah.
any did anybody not get along on Armageddon like prior to teaming together on the roster?
I don't know. I would have thought that like it's not like I was friends with Kirk or Liger before the tournament, but like I
Was there
wouldn't
any,
say
but
I
like
had
any big major
huge beef. No,
No.
I
Okay.
thought Kirk was a bit of an idiot before I like knew him more, and then I was like, oh, okay, he's actually a good guy, but yeah, not really beef.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't all that toxic. And there wasn't any like carryover. That's the thing is Kirk had just left that NC team who had just lost to NP, so like him and Chickenwire and Gekko and Migraine all teaming up was like kind of meant to happen, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, the reason I ask is like I don't know what it is, but like yeah, I really enjoyed the match, and I do like this Armageddon roster a lot. Part of the reason is just because it kind of reminds me a little bit about Bulls. I don't know how you feel about that, Paris, but it's just like it's like a bunch of like very dark BC type of players that also had good team chemistry and like some team skills behind that all that as well. Just I don't know, it has like a similar vibe to me as Bulls. So
Yeah, I tend to agree with that consensus.
I feel
You
like
know, high tempo teams.
Angry Face, Armageddon, and Bulls are like a unique set of teams where it's just like explosions, like a ton of talent thrown together, and just
like a
like
lot of aggression, like a lot of bottled up aggression in those types of
yeah,
players.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I just feel like I need to see if I had seen more games of Team Angry Face being successful, like maybe I would think that. But just seeing the one match with NP,
Yeah, no, I
I think
agree.
they had
It's
they have a close match with Monkey Island or something, if I'm not mistaken.
It,
Yeah.
it, it
So
died,
like,
yeah.
yeah, they were just I don't know. It might just be that I wasn't on the team, but I definitely get a different vibe from Team Angry Face. Like Team Angry Face reminds me of like the MOC team with like Kron and Flatline and Henry.
But
Okay.
You know,
like, I
or Hand
honestly
of the Law.
think Armageddon would have been a lot like Team Angry Face without Chickenwire and Migraine being like the voice of reason a little bit. Because I feel like Team Angry Face was very similar to us, but they would also be too cocky and take fights where they're down 10% because they just still think they can win. And we had that vibe going, but we had control as well.
Yeah, and we're not against 2001 NP.
That helps. That helps, yeah.
I mean, I know what you mean, Paris, and I agree. But also, I do want to just mention that Team Angry Face did not get blown out against NP by any means. Like, it was
No, not
tied
at
in
all.
Yeah.
games 4-4,
Mhm.
like tied. So yeah.
But it felt like they were the better players, right? But they over pushed and
Yeah, I think the similarity is they're kind of like these dark BC players, like a Armageddon or Bulls roster. I think the difference is, I guess, maybe in the team aspect, or maybe just the strength of the rosters too. Like Armageddon and Bulls just do feel a bit more stacked to me personally, but
yeah, it just felt like they would take fights that they were like so down in percent because they were that cocky, which you just don't need to do.
I mean, they do have a wild orange player, you know, between Kirk and Merc.
Yeah.
But don't let either one of them know that I said that.
they won't watch this, I'm sure. Asmo, you got any closing comments?
No, not really. It's an exciting series. NC's been in back-to-back Mithril Cup finals that we did, and both of them went to sudden death and they lost. But both of them are probably the most entertaining series I've had watching so far.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'll just
Thank you.
close by repeating what I've already said multiple times. One of my favorite matches, maybe my favorite so far that we've reviewed, and I think probably one of my favorites of all time. You know, if I had to stack it up, really enjoyed watching it. I like seeing great aggression by both teams, especially in great throwing. That's always a joy to watch. And yeah, I think the play was overall very solid. I like you were saying, Asmo, earlier. I think this was like a prime era of Myth as far as BC skills are concerned. I do think the strategy and tactics kept evolving, the team dynamics kept evolving, but BC skills, like this is like peak BC skills Myth right here. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2008.
Just the other day, right?
Oh, yeah, just like yesterday.
Honestly, watching that really felt like that, though.
Yeah, I was remembering what I was doing that summer. I
Yeah,
remember there was a new Lil Wayne, the Carter 3 album came out.
yeah.
I couldn't remember this shit. It's funny. But
Well,
anyway,
yeah, thanks so much for having me, and I appreciate it, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
thanks
Thank
thanks
you,
for
guys.
joining. And yeah, Paris, super glad to have you finally on. We were trying to get you for a while, and then great to have you on as well. And yeah, like I said, I hope we can maybe find another year to squeeze you guys in again. So we'll leave it there for now. We can continue a little bit of chatter on the after party if people got time, and we'll leave it there. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care.
Cool.